Welcome. Hasan crashing out. I guess there's a first time for literally everything. That's crazy. We're going to watch it, okay? We went over the ShoeOnHead video before, about a week ago. Hasan obviously crashed out about it because he was mentioned for 2 minutes of it because of course he did. And of course, I will be reacting to it. And so will you, faithful viewers. Perhaps if you join the panel, which you can if you click the link that's pinned at the top of the chat. It's also in the description if you think about it. And you must. The ShoeOnHead video is the only video I think ever that we have gotten through in a single stream. And now I'm not saying that's going to happen again. I don't think you can capture lightning in a bottle twice, but we're going to maybe try. It depends. Okay. It depends. I'm going to load it up. I wanted to see the finale to this because for those of you who don't know, she made a video on Pragmata, that game that, inspired gamers around the world to want to have a family and stuff, And then Hasan raged about it. So Shue mentioned him briefly in her video. And of course, that brief mention was enough to make Hasan go absolutely ape shit. And so, don't threaten me with a good time. I'm going to watch it. Okay. Because then Shue made a video about how Hasan raged. And so, it's the circle thing. And now I'm reacting to it. So I'm kind of contributing, I guess, but I'm not going to think too deeply about that. We're just going to watch the video. Okay. And I don't know if this video is going to be super profound, but it's Thursday and that's like one day away from Friday. So I thought, you know what? I don't want to get into like a heady, debate. I just want to watch ShoeOnHead, good old conservative socialist girl, no contradictions there at all. Okay.
The other day,
and if you're here, oh shit, you're here, you're going to watch it with me. Okay. Again, everyone can feel free to either watch it from the comfort of their own homes or enter my home digitally, I suppose, not literally, unless you're invited, and react alongside with me, okay? Because, doing stuff together is better than doing it alone, if you think about it, right? Okay, so, everyone can join if you want.
The other day, I made a video about the Pragmata video game drama and covered some insane opinions people were having about it. How the game activated some fatherly instinct in some men. And how people were calling those men creepy incels for having the basic human desire to start a family. A small part of that video was covering far-left Twitch streamer Hasan Piker's awful opinion about it. I will play that segment in its entirety so you have some context.
I will say to Hasan's credit, she does go a little hard on him, if I recall. I mean, I haven't watched this video, but I watched the other one. It is only 3 minutes, but she does go a little. But Hasan was crazy in that video. He took it, I don't know why, he took it as an opportunity to just like go psycho mode after just hearing that gamers want to have kids, which is like, okay, sound off, Hasan.
What's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about like starting families and stuff. And I don't understand like why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience. You should care about things you actually enjoy, right? If you're
so, I don't even get this. I did this last time. I might be repeating myself a little bit, but it's so insane. It's me and Podesta were talking about this in the Confluence Discord server, which everyone should join. I'm gonna send the thing. Probably everyone watching knows about the Discord, but you should join it. Okay, we're talking about this. About how even if you think this is true, that it is unfuckable gaming losers watching this, isn't it a good thing if they play a game and they're like, I want to have a family now, I want to do something with my life, I want to have real human connections and have progeny and stuff like that. That's probably a good thing. Although I think there are a few people on panel last time that disagreed with this and didn't like that take, which I think is crazy because even if the impetus to start a family is coming from a place like a video game, that's got to be better. I mean, I'll take what we can get. We have a collapsing birth rate, far below replacement, and I just think that people having a family is a good thing to do. So it's like, I don't know, even if it's coming from like a weird place, I don't know why Hasan would like take the opportunity to shit all over it. Well, I know why he would, but it's just such a bad like optics look. It doesn't really make sense.
Lonely gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman. Why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like riding for having children? Like, it's just not something that you're going to experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life, right?
This is what, to Podesta's credit, this is what he said. He said, even if someone is like, let's say they're an incel gamer at like 20, he said, does it mean they're going to be an incel gamer at 23? Like, people can change their lives. Gamers can have kids, it happens, right? So It's such a weird critique, especially from Hasan, who has no kids and has no reason to not have kids. He's got the money, right? He's got the access to women, right? Apparently he does good in that department. So it's like, I don't understand. But the guy still goes to brothels and, he doesn't have kids and stuff. So then why complain about people who want to have kids, even if it's an aspirational way?
Wow, maybe there's a reason people are yearning to start a family and can't afford to have one and can't seem to find a partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this. Oh well, guess not. First of all, the only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded and also very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. Second of all, what is this nihilistic horseshit? You never aspire for anything, never aim for greatness and meeting. And I love how he's like, unfuckable losers. So like, okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers could easily go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, Hasan. Also, 35? No kids? Sitting in his ugly ass $600 Gucci sweater. I swear I've never seen this guy in a normal.
Hey, Keelan. How's it going?
Can we just watch Hasan?
We're kind of watching Hasan, right? If you think about it, there's going to be a lot of clips. This is kind of like the perfect Keelan Confluence duet, I get my ShoeOnHead, you get your Hasan Piker. There's something in it for everybody.
Well, it's so funny because, like, if Hasan calls you out, obviously you're going to respond to him because it's going to boost your viewership because he's much larger than she is.
Much larger in the streaming sense.
Right now. Absolutely.
Would you? Let's check this. How much larger? Okay, so Shue has 2.4 milli.
Can you quantify Hasan being mentioned?
Hasan has one. She has more subs. She has more subs on YouTube than fucking Hasan does. Okay, so I guess he's probably a bigger Twitch streamer. Sure.
No, he's a bigger public figure because he's mentioned far more often than she is. In a bad way. Areas. It's like Hitler. Hitler is mentioned all the time, right? But like, it's not a good thing, It's like infamy. I never hear people talk about Hasan in a good way, Keelan. Okay, even most socialists don't like Hasan. I feel. I mean, do you like Hasan? The only critiques of Hasan from socialists is that he's like a champagne socialist, but that doesn't make
that's even what conservatives say.
Like, he's already responded to those accusations. He's also done debates on that too. So I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that.
Being a champagne socialist, like anything a little contradictory. At least Bernie Sanders is fucking values,
Why are we going to complain about people doing well in the current system and wanting to reform it?
Because he's not just it's not the fact that he makes money. It's the fact that, as Shue says, he's never seen in a shirt that's like less than $1,000. Like, he's not just like making money. Like, okay, fine, get that bag. He's like, buying into the same consumeristic culture he decries, and not just in the way, we have to own phones and stuff. In the way that, like, I'm gonna buy like Gucci and Givenchy clothing that is like literally like $1,000 for a shirt.
So, what do you want Hasan to do so that he makes you feel better?
It's not that I don't care what he does in that sense, but I wouldn't be criticized. Like, when people criticize Bernie Sanders, I will defend that because the guy, he owns like a $2 million home or something. It's like, it's really, okay, he's a politician. It's not like he's owning some like massive mansion. Like, so I think Bernie Sanders is actually gives people good ammunition for someone that, like, this guy at least believes in what he says he believes. He's been in politics for ages. He doesn't have like a large net worth. He seems consistent. But then you have someone like Hasan, and it's such an easy thing for people like me and people far more to the right than me to just shit on. And even like you said, socialists will even say the same thing. So it's like, it's bad for the cause.
It's your only critique of him. It's not
my only critique of him. My other critique is that he's wrong like so often on like everything he says.
What is he wrong about?
He was wrong about the Israel hospital bombing. He was wrong about the Russia-Ukraine war starting. He said it would never happen. He had a countdown on his show saying mocking the idea that Russia would do a land invasion on Ukraine like 12 days before they did a land invasion on Ukraine.
So your issue is that
his predictive capability is so bad. No, my issue is also that he jumps the gun on so many things, like the Israel hospital bombing, right? Like he remember, you've seen that, everyone's seen that clip. I almost feel like I'm taking a cheap shot by saying it. The one where he says like, that's a JDAM called on.
Did they even conclusively rule who caused that bombing? I don't think they have yet. I think they stopped. All the news say it was Islamic Jihad, like the group, not the Jihad. The news says that. What news?
Like the BBC, the US government, BBC. NATO, like it could be like, that's fine if you think it's wrong.
How did they verify that it was Hamas and not Israel?
I don't know. Probably, I guess, the type of rocket that was used, footage, the same way they do all this stuff. You can't just accept. This is the thing. If
you don't know, so you don't know.
No, I just told you why.
That's fine.
I just told you.
It's fine. No, it's fine if you don't know.
I just gave you the answer.
You said the news knows this, and you said, I guess they did this, but you don't know. So, I mean, it's fine if you don't know.
Okay, it's been a while since I looked this story up, okay? To be completely honest with you, it's been a while. But I guess I would trust analysts far more than I would trust Hasan, who's claiming that he knows what a JDAM looks like when it hits a building, right? There's real analysts that do this stuff. You can't be one of those people, Keelan, that when the news agrees with you, you're like, oh yeah, see, the news verified this. See, I'm consistent. Like when it's some analysis, like when it was the ICE stuff, I looked at the New York Times. They had like they synchronized all the footage of like Renee Good into like one clip. And I'm not like going to be a conspiracy nut and be like, oh, they're doing this poorly. It's like, no, this is kind of an objective analysis. Like it's like they probably know what they're doing with something like this. It's probably a correct analysis. It's Tyler.
You're totally guessing. Like it's fine if is wrong on things, but if you're saying
I know the answer to that,
you're not going to give like actual evidence that you know he's wrong, that's a different.
First of all, even okay, before Tyler jumps in, because Tyler probably does know, I'm saying it's wrong to just that he said that on like the day it happened. He's like, I definitely know it's Israel. Even if it ended up being Israel, right? That's still preemptive. And the fact that it's widely seen to be Islamic Jihad, I don't even think Hasan would claim it's Israel now. It's just bad, like to galvanize your already fucking crazy audience in such a fashion when you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about is crazy, I think.
So do you know that Hasan is a Twitch streamer?
Yes, I do know that. Yeah.
Okay, just wondering because you're acting like he's like an expert.
He calls himself a boots on the ground journalist, which I don't even understand what he means by that because he's just a streamer.
He's a shitposter.
He calls himself that.
If he's not an expert, why are you citing him as an authority?
I'm not.
But you said that he said something, and now Confluence has to prove it wrong. Otherwise, it's correct.
That's not what I said, Tyler. You can misunderstand what I'm saying. Tell it to me like it's what I said. I said if Confluence is going to say that Hasan was wrong about something, then he needs to prove that he knows that he was wrong. If I'm going to take his word seriously, I'm not saying that he needs to prove Hasan wrong. He needs to prove that Confluence is right.
So when Hasan
he needs to prove that Confluence is right. It's a completely different concept.
When Hasan says something, does Hasan need to prove it for you to take him at his word?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a crazy.
Right?
Yeah, this is a crazy burden of proof. That's like when Alex Jones says something, and if
you're not understanding what I'm saying is why it sounds crazy. I'm saying Confluence. If you're going to tell me something, prove yourself right. Is essentially what I'm saying. I'm saying you're saying Hasan is wrong because you know these things from the news. So prove yourself right that the news, what they know, is better information than what Hasan had at the time. And also,
what are you talking about? So you're saying that you think Hasan is more trustworthy without any proof than me citing that the US and NATO and I think the UK intelligence and all major media outlets think it was Islamic Jihad. Like, yeah, I don't know. They could be wrong, but is that not more reliable than Hasan?
I am not making any comment on how reliable I think you or Hasan are. I am making a comment saying that you need to prove yourself right.
Yeah, he's not making a comment about reliability. He's saying Hasan gets a pass. He doesn't have to meet this standard, but you do.
Yeah, apparently.
Did I ever say I believe Hasan?
No, you don't have to. You're implying it by saying he doesn't have to meet this standard.
If you say that I'm implying something, that means you're making an assumption. And when you make an assumption, you make an ass out of you and me.
Did Hasan prove this to you?
There's two asses here right now.
Hold on. Did Hasan prove this to you?
No.
then why are we assuming anyone has to disprove it? If he has not proven it, the status is inert. There is no affirmative claim made because he hasn't proven it. Why does Confluence?
I asked Tyler, shut the fuck up, you're a dumbass. I asked Confluence. My essential question was to Confluence, prove that it was Hamas that did the bombing.
It's not, Keelan, you're not even listening. I never said it was Hamas. Hamas did it. That's not the conclusion. It's Islamic Jihad, which you probably haven't heard about because you're very unfamiliar with the region, Keelan.
Clear double standard, and he won't answer the argument. He went back to repeating his premise 4 times now when I've asked a question.
It wasn't, hey, Hasan's right. His point was that you can't trust the mainstream media.
Okay.
And in case you hadn't noticed, they've proven themselves unreliable over.
That wasn't Hasan. That wasn't Hasan. Hasan reacted to this before anyone concluded what it was. No one had done an analysis at that point.
Media says is always wrong about anything that makes Israel look bad.
Anson,
these people have a brain worm.
Anson, you have the brain worm. You have the temporal.
These people have a brain worm known as Hasan. We're not saying prove Hasan wrong. We're saying prove yourselves right. Prove that it was Islamic terrorists as you claimed.
You said we have to prove that the media was telling the truth. We can't just tell you this is what the media said. That's wrong. So we have to.
Jesus Christ, you fucking assholes do this to me all the goddamn time. I'll say something. I'll say the fucking news says this, and you'll say, "Oh, where did they get their data?" It's fucking retarded.
I've never done.
I don't know. I'm telling you that I just give an example with Renee Good, where I, even though it's not on my side, I trusted what I saw to be a pretty objective analysis of things.
Because you appeal to authority like a fucking retard.
It's better than the what else do we have to go on with the hospital rocket testing? Sorry for not filling you in. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the rocket that hit the parking lot
over and over again. About the 2 weeks.
You're going to bring up COVID. If you bring up COVID, I swear to God. Oh my God, you are going to bring up COVID.
Then we were locked down for months and months and months for no fucking reason whatsoever.
Brain
you
worms.
Believe a goddamn thing the media says? Are you fucking retarded?
Yeah, I'm sorry I don't watch Al Jazeera India. Oh, I really should check that out. Fuck off.
I reject those arguments because the media isn't a single entity that all reports the same story.
Yeah, it is. It all reports to the fucking Jews, Tyler. Everybody knows that.
It's not a single
entity. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, the reason I was questioning whether you know for a fact that it was Islamic terrorists, as you claimed, was because I saw other people saying
Islamic Jihad is a group. It's a group, to be clear. Okay, I'm not just saying it in general. I'm saying it's a group called Islamic Jihad.
They're called the IJF.
That's stupid. That makes me angry.
It is a dumb name. I don't know why it's confusing, but. But my point is,
CIA named them after they started paying them, because most of the terror groups in the Middle East were at one point in time.
Okay, settle down, conspiracy theorists. But what I'm, Keelan, like obviously, I'm not going to claim, because I'm not Hasan, so I'm not going to claim to be able to analyze what I think is a JDAM and decide if it's an Israeli bomb hitting the hospital. All we have is to trust these authorities. If we don't want to, that's fine. But Hasan said this before anyone had even given any analysis. It's not like he's like, I just reject the analysis.
That's why I'm saying Hasan is a fucking Twitch streamer. If you're getting your news from Hasan, you have bigger problems.
Yes, thank you. But he calls himself a journalist. Not in a joke way, not in a shit-posting way. He calls himself a journalist.
In the media.
He is a journalist. He's obviously a propagandist too. He admits this himself.
Yeah, wow. I love when people say, bullshit thing. Me and Testy talked about this, not about Hasan. I'm not trying to put Testy on my side, but where people will preempt a critique and then act like they've dodged that criticism. So Hasan will go on Piers Morgan and say, I'm a propagandist, as if that gives him carte blanche to say whatever dog shit take he wants to take. And he never has to walk it back. He never has to apologize. Because he's just like, hey, I already said I'm a propagandist. Of course I'm doing propaganda. That doesn't excuse your actions. There's a bunch of fucking
Confluence, you keep this shit up, I'm going to convert to Islam. Fuck you.
I have no idea.
That would be better, Anson. You should do that.
I have no idea if Hasan walks his statements back. He streams for like 8 fucking hours a day. I don't watch everything he puts out there.
I would hope not.
But he's obviously a propagandist. He says China. He has interesting views on China, but.
And to be fair, I've not once ever watched Hasan Piker except for people making fun of him shocking a dog.
Oh, he did do that. He did shock his dog.
That's the only time I've ever watched Hasan was
October 7th, I believe it was called.
Yeah.
I'm just up here to stand up for the great state of Israel and the Jewish people that are being malignly slandered and attacked by evil forces like Hasan Piker, and then we're pretending like that person is an authority, but also just a Twitch streamer, but also he's a journalist, but also we don't need him to prove anything.
This is like it's fucking Dave Smith syndrome, where Dave Smith gets to say I'm a comedian, but most of what I always see of Dave Smith is him doing politics. But then when he gets pushed on something, he's like, I'm just a comedian.
You watch his comedy.
Where is his comedy? Where is it? I've never seen it.
The vast majority of stuff he puts out is political stuff. It's like when Rogan is like, I'm just an idiot. I'm just a comedian. And I like Rogan. I like Rogan a lot. I watch Rogan. But it is like kind of the ultimate thing to be like, I'm going to have all these serious conversations that people are taking very seriously. But if I get any pushback, I'm just a comedian. I'm just an idiot. Why would anyone listen to me? You know people are listening to you.
On a related topic, Dave Smith's coming to my town here pretty soon. I think I'm going to go watch him live. Thanks for reminding me, Confluence. I hadn't bought the tickets.
Actually, this is true. Anson, do you usually smoke cigarettes? I don't know if I've seen you. You look like Ben Thorpe right now.
I'll give you a buck for a bogey. Oh, that's a Camel too. Look at that. Let me get a Camel, dog. I'll give you $1.
I used to always smoke Camel Crush for the menthol, you know.
Camel Crush is fucking gay.
I like them. It's fun. You get to crush the thing when you want the menthol. Like a little freedom of choice in your cigarette.
Yeah, this is the last time I'm going to be on your stream, Confluence.
That's what you say all the time, Anson, and then you always come back.
Really the last time. Do you know why?
Why?
Because if you let me on again, I'm going to TOS spurt.
Why would you do that?
To prevent you from letting me on ever again.
Why would you not want to be on again?
I told you it's the last time I'm going to be on the stream.
Yeah, but why?
Well, I don't know. I don't like all these conversations, about Jews, and like you let a lot of homos up here and they say a lot of gay shit, and I don't know. It's just not healthy to be around all that, gayness.
Yeah, Tessie thought you're going to off yourself. I thought having the cigarette, I was getting nervous.
Projecting aside.
Anson, why are you smoking cigs? I've never seen you smoke cigs before. Are you okay, man? I love you. No homo. See, Tessie cares about you. Thank you for $5, Tessie.
Fucking immigrant talk right there. Fucking shut up, immigrant.
Get him.
I think he might be going through some shit. I don't know. Anson, what's going on? Are you lighting up another one? You, Andrew Wilson? You're chain smoking.
Just because we got past it, Israel released footage of the IJF rocket flying up and then hitting the parking lot of the hospital. What the Gaza Health Ministry said was Israel intentionally fired on El Shifa Hospital, intentionally targeting civilians, and killed 500 plus people. That entire story was fake, and those numbers were in the Gaza death toll for about a year and a half until they were removed in an audit later on. So Hamas completely lied about that situation, got completely exposed, and then we found out El Shifa Hospital was where they were staging military incursions out of. So it was a viable target in the first place.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of the other story that's obviously Islamic propaganda. It's the story about the IDF soldiers sodomizing Palestinians.
The dogs.
No, sodomizing Palestinians in prison. They released this video proving that the Israelis were sodomizing them, and it wasn't they. It was one specific JAG officer in the IDF that released it, and then she ended up getting prosecuted, and the soldiers that were on video sodomizing Palestinians with metal rods were basically released and were treated like heroes. So yes,
no, that's not true. That's not
true.
Yeah,
I can correct it real quick.
That's not true.
Let him finish.
That is true. And so there's obviously no bias for the Jews in the media whatsoever, and it's not an apartheid state where they treat Palestinians like second-class citizens. That's fake news.
So that video was actually two videos doctored together. The woman that released it wasn't a JAG officer. She was a clerical worker in some way in the military. She released it, then she disappeared for 3 days, threw her phone in the Mediterranean where it was found, and that's how she got exposed releasing it. She has already admitted the photo or the video was doctored, that it was two different videos of two different soldiers beating a Palestinian. That Palestinian was a known member of Hamas that didn't speak up about rape until they had already given him a deal to go get freed and go to Gaza instead of being tried for rape and murder, which he'd be arrested for. So he got off scot-free, and then he made up the rape case after. That's two videos strung together.
Feels like you're blaming the victim, Tyler. That sounds like Jewish pride.
Hell yeah! Don't wear a short skirt in the hood.
Blaming the victim there. You know, and to pretend like there's not systematic and deliberate oppression of Palestinians amongst the Jews in Israel, it's disgusting. I don't see how you can do that. That's another reason why you shouldn't let me on your panel again.
I'm not doing that, first of all. So
yeah, but you're an apologist for it. You call yourself a Zionist. It's gross.
Most of the country is.
Yeah, they're gross.
Yeah, but I've defined Zionism before for you, Anson. So yeah, that doesn't mean
I'm defining Zionism as anyone that thinks that Israel should exist.
Okay, yeah, but that's not an apologist for the Israeli war crimes, right? You're better than that, Anson.
It is if you understand the systematic and deliberate way in which they are oppressing the Palestinians in Israel. And as a matter of fact, after this whole recent bombing escapade that Trump was pushed into by the Israelis, Netanyahu went on TV and he was like, "We're going to be a superpower now." He was talking about Israel. He gave the superpower speech. It was kind of like George W. Bush's mission accomplished. Only it was a greater Israel's happening. Yay to Israel. And then it turned out that isn't actually what's happened, and they're getting their ass beat like consistently. So all I know is that Israel's time is numbered, and eventually what's going to happen is that the Jewish people in Israel are going to be worse off because of the Zionists. And I'm pro-human, right? I don't want the Jews in Israel to be worse off. I want them to be better, right? I want them to live in harmony with their fellow Arabs and their fellow Islams and their fellow Christians. Everybody should be, friends with each other. And if Israel was an Islamic state, then I think that the Jews would be able to live in harmony. As a Jewish state, I don't think they can. So therefore, I'm pro-Jewish.
I think they're doing pretty good for themselves.
Greater Israel is Jordan, and Jordan is allies with Israel. They're working together, as well as Lebanon, who is also working with Israel to clean up the region, as they put it. They had meetings at the White House first, and then they moved those meetings over to the Middle East, cutting the U.S. out of them because we were no longer needed to mediate. They're such good friends with each other. So the Gulf nations are actually in a coalition, Israel with Arabs. It's just these squatters on this land that they have no right to. And I know you're a believer in property rights, Anson.
Yeah, I am. That's why I oppose all the Jews just systematically taking Palestinian land in the form of settlements in the West Bank.
How do you think America was formed?
I'm against that too, Anson. Wow, what a surprise.
So you're anti-America, taking over land from the ancients?
So I'm not guilty for any of the sins committed by my ancestors, but I am responsible for what's happening today, and the colonization practices that are being supported by my government today are immoral, and I am obligated to oppose them. I'm not obligated to feel sorry for anything my ancestors did, or any of the benefits that I receive currently because of the things that my ancestors did, but I am obligated morally to speak up against it now because it's the present.
It's kind of weird that you wouldn't say it was wrong then, though, isn't it?
No, it's not weird at all. It's completely consistent because I wasn't there. I'm not responsible for it.
But that would mean the founding of the nation.
I say what Hitler did was bad, and I wasn't there for it. But I feel like if someone asked me, I'd be like, yeah, I think what Hitler did was bad.
He had really good reasons for what he did. I'm not going to be down on that guy.
I kind of walked into that one.
I mean, you set it up.
Yeah,
he really did. It's such an incoherent worldview. It's like we can't.
He was anti-communist. Hitler was vehemently anti-communist, and anybody that's anti-communist is good in my book.
What you're complaining about what Israel's doing to the Palestinians, Hitler was like 100 times worse to Jews, gypsies, gay people, pretty much anyone that wasn't a part of the Aryan equation, and to some degree, like Slavs got a big hand in it as well. Like there's
the whole Aryan thing. The whole Aryan thing doesn't really flesh out right, because if that was the case, then the Germanic peoples of England would have allied with Hitler, and they didn't, right? I don't understand why they didn't if it was a big Aryan thing, because the Germanic peoples of England should have been allied with the Germans. I don't understand that.
Are you denying the Aryan aspect? The Nazis paid people.
I'm saying it's more
incentivized I know, but I'm saying they paid people. They also kidnapped people, but they paid people to have kids that were like of what they considered to be like Aryan breeding stock. Like they had a whole like social program specifically to do that.
We have the same social engineering policies here now, and like I said, yeah, we do. We have the same social engineering policies now.
Huh? I didn't know we like took people with like blonde hair and blue eyes, and like we gave them extra money because of the color of their skin and their eye color and all that stuff.
We systematically liquidated in utero millions of unborn children.
Do you think that happens? Do you think you get like paid money if you're like of a specific race to do that, what?
No. It's
okay.
More
so
like
it's not the same then.
If you're poor and black, generally that's what happens to you, right?
Okay, so it's a correlation, but there's absolutely no.
And it was designed to be that way by Margaret Sanger.
Yeah, I know. Look, we all know the eugenic roots of Planned Parenthood, but I don't know if that really transposes into the modern day. Besides just poor people are more likely to abort their children.
No, she was just trying to
people are disproportionately likely to be poor.
Well, Confluence, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
At what? So you would consider abortion to be a moral evil? At what point does that moral equal to, or I guess surpass the evil that was done by Hitler?
I don't know if I could ever. I don't know.
It's kind of like the similar argument to, like, would you say, the baby's value versus the embryo's value? We obviously know that the baby, there's qualities that are given to it that would raise its value. And so, yes. But at some point, the embryo eventually I guess a number of embryos outweighs the life of the baby, depending on the situation. And so, I guess at what point does that value?
It's almost this is really similar actually to me and Keelan were talking on Discord when I was walking home, and we were talking about the value of like animals and humans and all this stuff, and he was saying that you can't really put it into calculus. There's no number of like ants that equal an elephant. And I said, well, yeah, an elephant is worth more than an ant. But there is an exact number. I think we both agreed on that. That's not like you can do this calculus to be like how many cows is equal to a dog. And in the same way, do you disagree? I was trying to give a fair. I thought you did because you said that you could come up with a circumstance.
I literally said right after that I could conceive of a situation where a single ant is worth more than an elephant.
Right, but I said, but you would have to conceive of it. Because the baseline would be the elephant in a normal situation without some weird hypothetical. The elephant was probably worth more than the ant.
Are you trying to Kirk me?
I'm not trying. Wait, whoa, Charlie Kirk you or like Kirk you?
Yeah, he's trying to put you in
that analogy is not possible.
But anyway, I didn't think we disagree on that. But I just brought it up because this reminds me of that in the sense that I don't know if I can really compare the two because it's not like what Hitler did wasn't just like the snuffing out of life, right? It was also like an insane amount of like suffering and degradation and starvation and making people disease ridden.
Same thing.
That's fine. It's not the same thing, but
Gaza's basically like a racial ghetto in an apartheid state. I mean,
were you about to say an open air prison? Is that what you're about to say, Hanson? Yeah. Hit us with the classics.
Well, that's what the racial ghettos were in Germany, where they
say apartheid. So I can call bingo.
Damn it! I was going to say that apartheid state. But Keelan, honestly, after what I heard today, you do need a little bit of the Kirk treatment. You should get some bullying for watching Hasan Piker. You absolutely deserve that.
No, that's not what I meant. That's not. So Tyler, last night, Brandon gave Kirk situations, and Kirk just went, "That situation's not possible, so I'm not going to respond to it."
Oh, I wasn't there for that. I thought you were talking about the bullying, but you deserve some bullying. Every Hasan Piker watcher does.
True.
Kirk's incapable of engaging in hypotheticals because he's essentially retarded. And I've made this point over and over again to Confluence that he shouldn't be letting someone that mentally disabled on his panels because it's immoral.
That's ridiculous. That's like what Emmett was saying. You guys have no hope for young Kirky boy. Oh, Kokoshuko. Well, good to see you.
I wouldn't bully him if I didn't think there was a chance,
Yeah, I don't
That's
know,
what I mean. Like he's 18. There's always a chance,
Some people can improve with the proper amount of social shame, but other people Like they need to.
Have you ever considered that maybe it's not just social shame that someone like Kirk needs? Maybe it's social shame plus some X factor, you know?
More?
More social shame?
Yeah, like excessive amounts.
Kirk's too smart for his own good.
Kirk is fine, but the bullying does serve like a. I think we've even seen this with Kirk. I think Kirk has gotten better from the bullying that has happened. I unironically think that. Now I think the bullying can sometimes go too far. It has to be balanced with respect and, you know, wanting the best for somebody. But I think Kirk has actually like shifted his positions and the way he interacts based in large part on the bullying that's happened on this very panel. Okay, like for real.
Round of applause.
Well, when I was in high school, your bullying saved me.
Bullying really improved me a whole lot too. Like I was a total social pariah. Can you imagine what it would be like to interact with me if like I hadn't received a lot of social shame for saying like weird shit?
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I got bullied a little bit too. It helped a little bit. I've always been bigger than everyone, so it wasn't that much.
Yeah,
but it was enough.
I was bigger than everyone too. I didn't realize that bullying stopped as soon as you started kicking asses back, right? Like if someone kicks your ass, you kick it back and then it's over. Yeah.
See, Testy, that's a fair argument. The Kirk thing, I don't agree. Your argument, there's a point in that. I agree with you there.
Yeah. Yeah. You were you bullied in school, Confluence?
Only in junior high.
God, I hope so.
Only in junior high, briefly, but you know, not in high school.
Yeah.
In high school, I became fucking based, fucking red pilled for real.
Yeah. So I was raised by two like bigots, and
no way.
Yeah. They were like open, and so like I grew up thinking that the N-word that you will get mad at me for saying was normal, right? Like I thought that you could just say that all the time.
My N-word is normal.
Yeah, and so yeah, people get offended by the word normal too. But yeah, so I was at an all-white school essentially because it had only been integrated a few years before I started going there. And then we moved, and I was like the only white kid. I was the only white kid in the class with a whole bunch of black kids after my parents got divorced because, you know, socioeconomic situation changes after divorce. And so I went to school, and I thought I could just tell all the black kids that they were the N-word because that's the way I was raised, right? and so I received social shame feedback that was necessary for me in order to interact, you know, normally with people. And
your life, it's a feminist success story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Your life is a feminist success story. Your racism was cured because your single parent got to take their state funding, incentivizing them to get divorced.
Yep. Well, it was actually it was an at-fault divorce. It wasn't a no-fault divorce.
Oh well, you know what? That doesn't matter for my statistic.
Yeah.
Let's take your details and get them the hell out of here.
Anson, why are you smoking so much? You're making me worried.
What do you mean? I'm just being mean. But you don't need to let me on your panel ever again.
He's picking
See, that makes me worried as well. I feel like something's happening. Maybe it's not for panel talk, but making me nervous.
Although every single time you pick up a Zin.
You do look really cool with smoking, though. I mean, I hate to like give positive social stuff, but like, look at this. I mean, this is the monochromatic, the beard, the smoke. It's kind of a vibe. Like it actually is, unfortunately. That's the thing about smoking. That's the bitch of it all. It's so fucking cool, okay? It's just too cool. Don't tell the kids that, but you know.
Kind of looks like Karl Marx.
Yeah. Maybe I should give that Mark guy another try, Keelan. You know, I mean, the shit I've been believing it and working out. It seems like the commies are happier too. I don't know.
No.
Give what another try?
The Marx guy.
No, you should look at the dude in Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
I mean, how do I know that?
Is that where Stember lives?
No, it's an African country. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, yeah.
No American is going to be
Ibrahim. Look up the leader of Burkina Faso. They've had some based ones.
You don't have to go for one.
K2 with the super chat.
being a normal, like, middle of the road guy that, you know, respects Israel.
Like, okay, actually, this is not an anti-Semitic video for once.
Anson, you would love Thomas Sankara, I think.
Anton, I'll become a communist if you become a communist, okay? I just need the correct permission structure to allow me to become a communist, okay?
Basically,
everyone has to ride a scooter.
African communists are the most based because they knew that the CIA didn't care about like taking them out quickly, so they would just take them out quickly, and no one in the world would care. So
now you're reminding me how gay communism is, Keelan. Oh, every time I get close, you just push me away.
Well, the first news story I got on Burkina Faso here on my Google machine is telling me that military rulers are intensifying a crackdown on civil society groups. And, you know, I agree as an anti-liberal in those measures. I don't know what they're cracking down on, but it's probably good.
Yeah, just keep a bad idea. Keep going down that pipeline and look at Ghana too. Kwame Nkrumah.
Ghana's the worst. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just look into North Korea.
I had a roommate from fucking Ghana. Ghana, like, he was like fresh from Ghana, and Ghana's fucking horrible, man.
North Korea and Vietnam really created the game plan for defeating.
He told me a story that he saw.
I wouldn't call that a defeat.
He said, I have to tell this because it traumatized me, because he was like a refugee in Ghana. He said that he saw two people and they placed a bet on what the gender of a baby in a pregnant woman's belly was, and then they cut the woman open for the bet. And he said that he saw this happen in Ghana.
I literally don't give a shit. Like, what year was this? Was it before the CIA deposed their leader or after?
It would have been, I'm assuming after. I mean,
yeah, okay.
I don't know, so like 7 years ago, so probably after.
What made
that's
the
U.S.
CIA have to do
fault.
that?
If two people bet and cut a pregnant woman's belly open, yeah, oh man, the CIA really made them do that. Fuck off, man. That's fucking crazy.
It's just a history of CIA coups resulting in countries that suck.
No. You
know what they say. You know what they say. Even if you have a what is it? Not a Maserati, but oh fuck, what's the German one? Mercedes. Even if you have a Mercedes, you're still a nigga in a coupe.
No, so most of these countries.
Wow, how come you can say the N-word, Keelan? That's so unfair.
I'll say it if I want to. But these communist nations were going into these countries. Like if you look at Iran, something the U.S. constantly gets blamed for, a bunch of these Latin American countries, communists were there in the 1930s, put their dirty little tendrils in all these fucking nations, and we responded to them. We spent half the money on imperialism as they did, and out fucking classed them because we're America and better at it. Keelan, I didn't realize you were such a communist.
That's true, Tyler.
Okay.
We went and we fucked with all these nations because communism was fucking infecting all of them, and then we go in and correct the problem, and now we get a bunch of shit for it.
By 20 years, they predate.
It's a little deeper than that.
We didn't go into Vietnam until Vietnam started turning fucking red, right?
No.
Then we went to Vietnam. We don't fuck with these nations.
Bullshit that the neocons have been peddling for generations.
But it's true. What happened first? What happened in Cambodia first? Was it us involved in Cambodia, or was it the Khmer Rouge involved in Cambodia and then we involved in Cambodia? Or
our war in
Vietnam
destabilized Cambodia. Our war in Vietnam destabilized Cambodia and led to the atrocities of the Khmer Rouge. It was
I know, but I'm saying, why do we go into any of these places?
Oh my god.
I probably know more about the Khmer Rouge than you freaking do, Keelan. Settle down.
You're like, this isn't even an argument. Like, I feel like everyone who looks at the world through a Marxist lens completely agrees with this. The U.S. goes into these countries and undermines communist efforts by doing all this fuckery.
Yeah, I mean,
and you guys just say it's a good thing.
Yeah. You don't have to be a communist.
Do you think the Khmer Rouge was a good thing or a bad thing, Keelan? Or do you think the Khmer Rouge was only bad? Well, I guess you would say, based on what you said about my Ghana story, I guess you would say it's just because of the United States that the Khmer Rouge did anything bad.
I'm not going to be intellectually dishonest. I am not going to comment on something I've never read anything about.
Okay, so you don't know anything about the
so
Khmer
you're
Rouge.
saying you essentially agree that the communists were there 20 years sooner, getting their dirty little fucking tendrils into these governments and pushing away from capitalism, but you don't call that the same thing. You say when the U.S. does it, it's bad. When the communists were doing it, it was absolutely acceptable, and how dare the U.S. undermine them?
I know, the bias is crazy. K2 Des wants to play a video. What is this, North Korea you were talking about? I only know best Korea and South Korea. Play the video, just play it. Thank you, K2. Okay, we will play the video. It is very short and not anti-Semitic, surprisingly.
What did I hit? Not again!
I have a question for Tyler. You're calling it imperialism when communists do it too. How do you view that as imperialism? Because it's remarkably different from how the U.S. engages in imperialism.
Oh, did you see what Lenin said and did to Ukraine? Talking about how it doesn't matter how much blood is spilled to overthrow their parliament and take over the land that belongs to them.
Yeah, the USSR is a different story. Like, I think we all agree that they're imperialist, but I'm talking about these smaller countries that weren't infected with the USSR's idea. Yeah, like they're like, we're Marxist-Leninists. They're like, we're Marxist-Leninists, but it's not necessarily that there were people from the USSR in there.
I'm talking about what the USSR and China specifically did. There are probably a few other countries that thought that shit was a good idea, realized their mistake, and switched back to a market economy. But I'm talking about specifically the U.S. versus China and Russia on the world stage, the Cold War, why the U.S. is being interventionists.
Isn't it more likely that communism is just more appealing to these people, and that's why they adopted those principles?
Yeah. Some people are stupid. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about Ghana and Burkina Faso. Do you think China and Russia or USSR were involved with those two countries before they went to communism, or don't you know?
Oh, who we Burkina Faso? I don't know. I said it's an African country. We're not going to learn anything from third worlders, to be fair. And then what was the other?
So you don't know. You were just commenting on something you didn't know about.
I was just talking shit about communism generally.
You can
I don't remember how exactly we got into the subject. There was something brought up I was responding to. I'm just in the middle of a deadlock game, so I don't remember exactly what it was.
I can't remember.
I've got a question for you.
Oh, we started talking about fucking. Yeah, the ShoeOnHead video, and then the hospital bombing, and then the led to Iran, and then communism and everything else. Yeah.
Let me get one more question from Tyler.
Hey.
The Tulsi Gabbard and the CIA stuff. What's that about?
I don't really know. I'm not much of an intelligence community follower. I got a few niches. What was it? Give me a rough.
Apparently, there was records that the CIA had grabbed from let's see if I can't find a link to the story. Like the CIA was being was like requesting documents from Tulsi Gabbard's National Intelligence committee or whatever secretary spot, and apparently that they had taken these files without permission or something like that. I seen little news things about it today, but I didn't read into it.
I have to look into it. I haven't heard anything about it yet.
Okay. I was wondering if that was anything in particular.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, Testy brought up my favorite anti-liberal in the chat. Pinochet, liberalism ought to be squashed, whatever the means, even if it's on the right or the left. I mean, I'm Pinochet's goated too. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Okay, as of May 14th, 2026, the CIA raid on the Office Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, to seize files in the JFK assassination and Project MK Ultra have been officially denied. So
I've heard it's not like an official raid or anything like that. It's something about documents being taken. Not so much in an official raid situation. At least that's what Luna's saying.
It looks like it was an unverified rumor. They're denying it. The CIA is denying it. Everyone else is denying it, and there's no.
What was the claim? I just heard Tulsi Gabbard and MK Ultra. Now I'm curious.
Apparently, the CIA they were trying to get these documents from NIH, and she was denying them access to MK Ultra and JFK documents. Apparently, she was keeping them away from the CIA to show them to us. Ted
Kaczynski was in MK Ultra, wasn't he?
I don't
I think so.
I am not a conspiracy guy. I don't follow shit like that.
I don't think that's a conspiracy. I think that's actually fact.
It's not a conspiracy.
Scandals, I guess, it falls under.
Yeah. Uncle Ted also had gender identity issues. He was sitting in a psychiatrist's office, and he ended up leaving the psychiatrist's office before being seen because he was having concerns that he might be a woman, and that's when he had his breakdown and went to live in the woods.
Confluence. Hasan today said that neoconservatism doesn't work, and China is big dicking the U.S. right now.
They are, yeah.
Well, I did see Trump meet with Xi, right? That happened, I think, today or yesterday.
Yeah, they went to China
in the White House.
There's a picture of a Chinese newspaper, and Trump's visit is off to the side of the main story of them talking to Tajikistan.
I don't think Hasan Piker could tell me what the difference is between neoconservatism and national conservatism.
I don't think he could either.
So I don't. It's hard to take somebody like what's his name, Paul P.F. Young. I like that guy. He's really cool. I was on his show a few times, and then I realized he's fucking retarded. And he just calls anyone that's interventionist a neocon. He legit thinks that's what it is. So yeah, I've heard that a lot lately.
Yeah.
He seems, I don't know. I didn't know you talked to him. That's kind of cool. He seems, I like watching him, but yeah, I don't know how booked up he is on this stuff.
Is he Asian?
No.
He's like a douchey white frat dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks like
participants were required to write essays outlining their personal philosophies, then ruthlessly torn apart by a counselor in a mocking, stressful interrogation while hooked up to electrodes. What is this? The study was to break down a person's beliefs and test their psychological reactions to extreme hallucinations. Is this one of the MK Ultra things?
Yeah, so basically your panels is what they did without the electrodes. We need electrodes on this panel.
I thought they also applied them with LSD and shit, because that was one of the main parts, right, of MK Ultra.
Some of the files were wild.
Will electrolytes suffice, Hanson?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, smoking increases your tolerance to electrocution. So.
Hanson, who did you kill?
I feel like Hanson might have low-key killed somebody. But, it's 2026. Okay, we accept all types under Confluence panel.
I'm a pacifist. I love everybody, even the Jewish people. I have a big soft heart for all the Jewish people. Every Jewish person I've ever met has been an exceptional human being, except for that one guy that gets on your panel sometimes.
Tyler?
Which guy is that?
I don't remember that one obnoxious Iranian Jew. I don't know.
Jacob.
Disgusting.
Yeah, he's gross.
Jacob's a good dude. He's not gay. Well, at least he says he's not gay. So, I don't know if you're allowed to be gay in Judaism, are you? I actually don't know. Probably not. You would hope not if you're Orthodox. But I don't know, the Jews could be kind of liberal sometimes. So
even though it's ignored, it is still kind of banned in Israel. So I'd have to guess them being not a secular, they are still a secular state, but they're majority of one particular ethnicity / religion. So I have to say that's indicative of what their thoughts are.
I'm not gay adjacent, Podesta. How dare you?
Yeah, you are, Confluence.
He's a metrosexual.
Yeah.
I'll take that over gay adjacent. Fine.
Doesn't he have sex with cities?
Yeah, I fuck cities all the time. I actually do fuck with cities, so.
No, I bet when Confluence was in his 20s, he'd say he was a pansexual.
I never have said I was a pansexual. Are you fucking kidding me?
In his 20s, it would have just been, I'm bi. That's what
never have identified or been anything other than straight. Super straight, if you will, and you must.
I'm gonna do some grifting for you, Confluence. If anybody donos $20, I'll do a shot of vodka.
No.
No.
Wait, if it's 50, he'll do it topless.
Yeah.
No, Anson, what? No. Why would you even own vodka? You're not drinking. You're not drinking right now, are you, Anson?
Oh, I'm an alcoholic. I don't drink.
If someone donates $20, he's gonna leave, just like with the sit-ups thing.
I mean, I would prefer that to actually drinking and breaking his.
I'll TOS Spurred. You've been warned.
I don't know why you're saying that, because you know I'm going to let you back on the panel. So
yeah, it'll be your fault then.
It's not my fault. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to let you back on the panel.
You've been given warning multiple times.
Yeah, but I trust that you're not going to do that because you promised you wouldn't do that. So
yeah, I just promised I would.
Promises can't be reneged like that. Okay,
that's an Indian promise, not like the testy kind.
I'm revoking consent.
No, that's impossible. We're Orthodox. Okay, you can't revoke consent. Manson, you're scaring me. I hope you're okay.
Are we gonna watch the video?
Yeah,
we are gonna watch the video.
It's that one dumb broad. Let's watch this dumb bitch say some stupid shit.
She's not dumb. She's based. Okay, it's crazy. I have two of my sim passes on one panel. That's so nuts. Okay.
Last T-shirt, sitting on his high horse, looking down at people for wanting something more out of life. I don't understand how someone could be so mentally mind raped that this is their.
This is still the last. She's just giving us context. That's why it has a little YouTube thing. This is not me. This
reaction
is
to such like a simple, wholesome concept. That was 3 minutes of a 30-minute long video. I didn't think much of it. I just uploaded it and moved on. The next day, I woke up. And my YouTube homepage was flooded with videos like ShoeOnHead just ended Hasan. ShoeOnHead destroys Hasan. ShoeOnHead finishes on Hasan. Wait, what? I had no idea what was going on.
When I was watching this, I was hoping maybe there's a small chance she'd pull up my live, of us going over it. But, it didn't happen. But it might have. If you think about it, it's possible. It could have happened.
And to my surprise, he actually responded back, which then prompted a bunch of new videos. Hasan just had his biggest meltdown. Hasan's biggest meltdown yet. ShoeOnHead has completely mind-broken Hasan. His response to me couldn't be that bad, right? Right?
What an unbearable way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from ShoeOnHead. Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl. Ooh, look at me. 4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me. Why would you openly admit that you listen to ShoeOnHead? What the is wrong with you?
In this video, I'm going to show my raw reaction to his response, and throughout that will be sprinkled in like normal commentary.
I swear, like,
I was really debating whether or not to do a
Hasan says shit like this in every single video I see of him about different people.
Yeah, it's his way of
operating. He does. He definitely does. He's a fucking professional crazy person, which is why it's insane that people listen to him.
She got her speaking pattern from Moist Critical. He sounds like Moist Critical if he was like...
She's been around a lot longer than him.
She's been along way longer than Moist Critical. What the fuck are you talking about? If anything, he got a speaking pattern from her.
She's one of those,
like, like a fucking OG, man.
Yeah, she's one of those dinosaurs that like the quartering that snuck in before there were standards and built an audience. So now that like there's a lot better people out there, people still are devoted.
Sorry, but he's a man, so I assume he just did it first.
Yeah, and she's really fucking ugly, so...
She's not. What are you talking about? She's beautiful, Anson.
His response. But like, everyone else is covering this crash out, so why wouldn't I, the subject of said crash out, cover it myself? Like, there's currently a resolution in Congress to like disavow Hasan Piker, the same thing that they did to Nick Fuentes, disavowing private citizens for what they said on the internet. What are we doing here? Does our government really have nothing better to do? Like, there is so much going on in the country right now, so much going on in the world right now. I feel like decades worth of news happens like every week. Every day there is a breaking story of the most insane stuff you've ever heard in your life. Everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion immediately. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, you're probably not seeing the full picture. And that's why for 5 years now, I have been using today's sponsor.
Shoo, I love you, but skip.
Here's a story about Trump 22.
Wait, is this ground news? This is just what Patrick was telling us about the other day. Remember that, everyone?
It wasn't Patrick.
That was Patrick.
Was it? No, he was using it as an example.
But no, he was joking about using. But he was saying he was using ground news, but he was joking to IJ
full
about
support
it.
Because I feel.
Wait, if we skip the. Oh, there we go.
So I thought it would be fun if someone joined me responding to this because it is so ridiculous. I needed somebody to like bounce off with.
Why is there like a furry
I needed some like emotional, moral support because I feel like I'm going insane watching this. So I'm
okay. This is.
You think I'm in support of this, or are you like?
No, I do. I know you're in support of this. I know you are in my bones, and I have to just say I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
I've never watched a VTuber before ever. What are you talking about? I'm not a fan.
We all saw the intro. We all saw the intro.
Yeah, we did.
Like my intro? It's not. How is that? That's Demon Slayer. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're a weeaboo.
Yeah.
How dare you? That's a racial slur, Keelan.
That is a slur.
I'm joined here today with the lovely Smug Alana, the VTuber, everyone's favorite Oshi.
Hey guys, I'm a JPEG and I would bow, but I can't, so just pretend
at least it's a girl, not a guy.
No, nice bounce.
Well, I mean, he'll get the views in, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you were on the last ShoeOnHead video. I will literally myself if you bring that shit up in here, okay? Why? What do you want me to do?
Fucking
myself
do it.
In the face, not die in the process, but at least lose significant chunks of my brain so I can operate at the same substandard, suboptimal IQ level that ShoeOnHead and her dumb audience operates in, so I can do a regular response to that? Is that what you want me to do?
Why is he so mad?
Still has yet to bring up anything.
Nothing. 0 points. Like, 0 points addressed.
How many seconds in there?
You big mad.
I basically made the same joke in
But
my video
I'm
about
not
like giving
confused at
myself
what's
brain
going on the
damage so I
screen
could
right now.
understand.
What's the thing in the bottom right?
That's the VTuber, apparently. Look, I didn't know that's going to be part of this video, but apparently.
Is that like AI?
Hold on.
Serious question. It's like, okay, so what a VTuber is, I think, is you have like a webcam. In the same way, I don't watch VTubers, but in the same way that, you know, when I have my thing and it like will detect my speech and stuff, like a middle Emmett thing, it's like that, but I think a webcam, and so I think it'll like try to mimic your movements, but then like put it into a virtual thing. So it's the person moving around and stuff, is my understanding. Like if they lift their hand, the avatar will lift their hand, but it's like, yeah, it's like made into like the AI form or whatever, or not the AI form, but the animated form.
Yeah, it's like
So you're saying that could be a dude and we don't know it?
Well, we can hear the voice. I don't think it is a dude.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I mean, how good is voice changer technology?
Really fat chick.
Or even worse.
Yeah, that could be worse. But I mean, there is that one guy, Rev. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he's pretty based, and I think he's a VTuber. But he's like a based conservative VTuber. Okay, I have seen some of his stuff. His Aspen Gold reacts to him all the time. It is gay, but he's actually pretty cool. Nuxt? I don't think I know that.
Fucking Nuxinator? The fucking massive VT. Really? He started on anime and now he's like a fucking super Trump lover. It's like this level of like political coverage. It's like reading headlines and then making retarded comments and trying to be entertaining on the internet.
Okay.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, it's the same shit. It's like I'm not gonna pretend like he's good, like you're doing with Shoe. She's fucking stupid.
Yeah, she's a fucking.
Shoe is so based. What are you talking about?
Well, she's so
crazy.
Confluence likes Destiny.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Confluence used to like Destiny. Okay.
He likes the base take.
I like the fucking dopamine. That's when I really realized how much I love dopamine. Is when I would watch Destiny videos. Because I mean, I do like the dopamine. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't understand.
Here, let me just give myself some brain damage. Imagine being that chatter. Like, hey Hasan, did you check out this video? Did you
Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl, and I change my politics all the time. Ooh.
Time out.
Yeah, it's not like Confluence.
I wasn't even gonna bring that up. No, hold on. For me, it's the wild way that he frames having nuanced opinions, like depending on the subject. Like, God forbid you disagree with Hasan Piker, the arbiter of correct opinions of the internet.
I do not have that many videos. I have like 100 videos in the span of like a decade. You could go randomize and click on any of those videos, and you wouldn't be able to tell if it was made today or 10 years ago.
I was gonna say, as much as Tyler, even you don't like Shua. Well, I don't say you don't like her, but you think she's dumb and stuff. She has been remarkably consistent. I think she doesn't shift her politics. She's always been a socialist with like strange, like conservative social leanings. But she's been like consistent for like forever on that.
She's one tiny bit better than your normal leftist because she's consistent where they'd have no principles and take whatever stance benefits them in the moment. Okay. Still an idiot.
Okay, fine. I'll take my W's and get them. Okay.
Which honestly, I shouldn't be bragging about. But okay, my point is, I haven't changed that much. And the things I have changed my mind about, I'm very open about. The way he's framing people changing their minds, changing their political opinions over time as like a bad thing is bizarre. Especially as a guy whose goal is, I assume, to change people's mind politically. He's totally for people changing their minds.
Yeah, force it. Let's go. Force it right up the middle.
He supports people changing their mind as new information presents itself. He supports iDubbbz apologizing for the crime of being funny 5 years ago. But when it comes to me changing my mind on like 3 things over the course of a decade, that's bad. Like, yes, I've changed on a few things, obviously. From the ages 23 to 35, yes, your opinions are going to change a little sometimes.
No way, really?
Doesn't she look great for 35, Anson? Come on.
Is ShoeOnHead from the Midwest?
She sounds
actually, I don't remember.
She sounds like she's from like Idaho.
ShoeOnHead. I know her name is June. Where does she live? We know where she lives.
Look up her address on the screen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, she was born in New York. Oh, I forgot she's bisexual. Oh yeah. Ugh. She's like a female Avery.
Ugh.
Terrible times. That's probably her worst quality if you think about it.
Not being a dumb bitch.
Like, you probably don't believe the same things you believed like 10 years ago.
No, absolutely not. Well, I think in that video that you talked about, I don't know, I remember like a couple of months ago, you were like, I had a baby and then I lived in the city, and then I was like, man, maybe safety and putting money into the police isn't that bad, you guys. And maybe that was different when you were like 20 or 25.
Right, exactly. Like, when I was living in like sheltered suburbs, I was like, hey, the police, and then and then you're an adult with a child and you live in the city, and it's like, oh, actually no, we need more police.
Never mind.
I just confused terminally left.
Suburbs of New York, Midwest adjacent.
Yeah,
I'm guessing Utah.
I don't know if she I don't know how long she lived in New York. That's a thing.
She like,
but the reason I bring that up is like they're reacting to this like Midwestern women would.
Yeah, like dumb bitches. We're saying
that's very sexist of you, Keelan.
It's just like so she's like seen.
I'm applauding it. You don't have to feel attacked.
Based.
But like Midwest scene. She's like Midwest scene, not like
instead of women
where they kill babies.
Instead of women, use the word broad. She's acting like a Midwest broad.
I don't think I'll do that.
Come on, give it a try. It feels good.
Do you know she has a baby too? She's a mom. Oh, she does still live in New York. Weird. Okay. Huh.
I have a baby too.
Congratulations.
You do not have a baby.
Every black man needs to get one white woman pregnant before he turns 20. This is a rite of passage.
Hold on, but there's a second part to that, Keelan. Did you abandon the baby after?
Well, obviously.
You're damn right I did.
Anymore.
I take back every bad thing I ever said about Keelan.
As my father did to me, I did to another Malcolm X.
Based.
Right-brained people, I always have. Hyper-partisan people absolutely hate me because they can't just like put me into a neat little box and then smash that box with a hammer. Hasan usually can hand wave away critics like, oh, they're just an Israel shill, they're just a Zionist.
You're getting
he can't do that with me. He hand waves them away by calling them neocons or neoliberals. He can't do that with me. Alt-right incels, He can't do that with me. So what does he do? He malfunctions and starts calling me emo. Like, okay, man, you got me. Emo is when eyeliner, I guess. In the hyper-partisan mind, it is completely impossible to hold
though. I mean, let's be honest.
Several non-contradictory opinions at the same time. Like wanting free healthcare, but also wanting a strong border. Like, to me, those aren't contradictory whatsoever. In fact, that works together. You don't want to override your healthcare system, right? Your focus should be American citizens. Like, in their mind, like Denmark doesn't exist, right? Like, they think like, oh, if you think unions are important, you must also be for minors having HRT. Like, no, you believe in public transportation. You also have to believe in abolishing prisons. Like, no, sorry, no. I don't know how my ideology is confusing. I don't know how they see that as like flip-flopping or being a when to me it's like completely normal common sense stuff. Like, you can't have a country in decay like this. You can't.
Sorry, what did she say? I was too busy responding to Testy's comment about how nice her body looked.
She's strawmanning Hasan with this like spurg of like just things he didn't say, and being like, "Well, I'm all of these things and not these things." Basically, setting up this false argument, making herself reasonable.
He hasn't really
it was a crash out. He said somebody better shoot me in the head because someone just brought up in his chat to ShoeOnHead video.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's not like he made a really good argument.
These are things I think Hasan would say if you like asked him to really discuss his ideology, because he is a Marxist proudly in his mind. I think he would say a lot of these things, but it'd be a lot more nuanced than just saying these two things have to go together. And
I think listening to him seriously is worse. I mean, Keelan, have you ever watched The Leftovers, like with Ethan Klein and him when they did that show? Because that's my most exposure to like serious Hasan. And it's like awful.
You all think I'm chronically online?
Well, that's probably good that you haven't watched it, but then I'm saying I have. I'm not just exposed to Hasan, unfortunately, through like clips. I used to like watch it because I watched H3, and then they started doing a show together, so I'd watch that, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? It's like Hasan in serious mode is fucking, because I can forgive the streamer thing. Like you said, he's a Twitch streamer. He's going to be, you know, bombastic and stuff and like say insane stuff. But on The Leftovers, he was giving his serious like political takes, and it's fucking brain dead. It's fucking worse than you could possibly imagine, Keelan. If you haven't seen it, it's worse than you could possibly imagine. You would hate Hasan more than I do if you watch his serious stuff.
Yeah, I doubt it. But I did not know who Hasan was this time last year. I didn't know who many political YouTubers were this time last year. I wasn't on the political side of YouTube. I was watching like fun videos. I was having a good time in my life. And then this
Keelan, how'd you find my channel actually? I don't know if I've ever asked you that.
I was getting into, so I read about occasionalism and the Islamic lens, and I found it really interesting, and I randomly looked at YouTube and there were people live, and it's like, oh, it was a religion panel. I'm like, oh, I'll listen to a religion panel. And it was interesting, and then I'm like, oh, it's also a political channel. And that was kind of
okay.
I was not into politics this time last year.
If you're watching Hasan, you still aren't. And also, Hasan Piker, Destiny, you're online more than like 90% of people. You know who these people are, and you're like engaging in online chat and shit. So
I like to think I've exposed a lot of my audience to this. I mean, Anson said he didn't know who Fuentes was until he saw him on my channel, and same with I think Anson said about a few people. So you know,
I'd heard of them, but never actually like taken the time to watch anything related to them. You know, because
yeah.
You know,
I'm coming.
My issue right now is that I like reading books. I don't like watching stuff or reading articles. So I'm kind of starving in terms of current events.
Yeah, I got the same problem. Usually I don't like watching this much video content either. Usually the only video content I consume is pornography. So
disavow. I'm actually going to hit Voltaire. And actually, funny you should say that. My windows just like did like a boop because like the wind hit it so hard. Yeah, it's insanely windy here. I guess it's happening all across the country, apparently. Where shit, Alex is in the back. How long have you been back there, Alex? I just saw your private message. Sorry.
like 5 minutes or so. That's
yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
saw him back there and I
Just
didn't
slow
say
shit.
anything.
It's because on StreamYard, once I have like 6 things open, and I have to like scroll down to see like who's in there. So I don't scroll down, and I just like never see it.
I'm messing with you. I don't know. It's fine.
How's it going, Alex? You like ShoeOnHead, right? You're a sensible, reasonable human.
Simp.
Yeah, I like her.
Hey, Alex, if you don't owe $20, I'll drink a shot of vodka.
First of all, Anson will not drink the shot of vodka, and if he did, I'd be very mad at the person who donated. And either way, I'd be mad. If Anson drinks the vodka, I'll be mad, and then if he leaves, then I'll be mad, and I'll also be mad at the person who donated. So it's just a terrible grift all around. Okay.
So what you're saying is nobody should donate to you. Okay, good to know.
Not in $20 increments. They should maybe give me $15 or like $30 as to not trigger the Anson thing. So don't give me exactly 20, but give me money, to be clear, you know.
Oh, okay.
Just not in increments of 20 anymore. At least not today.
Anson is taking the 20 off the table. Good to know.
Just the fact that Anson's smoking a lot of cigarettes, he's making us all a little nervous, okay? You know, so we don't want to have fate.
It will not be fixed by people like Hasan telling young men not to aspire for anything and saying stupid shit like telling people it's cool to steal.
Speaking of tempting fate, how's it going, Kirk?
Hey.
What do you think of ShoeOnHead, Kirk?
I think ShoeOnHead is she's far too leftist for me. Like she's, to my saying, anti-Israel and anti-free market capitalism.
Yep.
Oh. See, she's the perfect blend of like, she allows me the permission structures, if you will, and you must, to give me my right wing kind of, you know, stuff that I need, but also like play into my left wing sympathies as well. So it's kind of the perfect balance.
God, he's fucking gone.
He's back. Let's be totally honest here, guys. Dead ass serious. Everyone, I want you to be put on your dead ass face. Does anyone here like free market capitalism in the real world?
I do.
Clockwise, snakewise.
Yes.
Is that the end of the question, Keelan?
Yeah. Do you think free market capitalism is a good idea?
Yes.
Like can I ask it? Do you mean like laissez-faire capitalism, like full free market?
Oh
yeah.
I would say no.
That's stupid.
I am 100% behind non-Judeo capitalism, which is the laissez-faire variety.
Yeah. Well, I would disagree with the non-Judeo part, but I agree with the laissez-faire part.
Man, Anson, you and Kirk have so much in common. It's crazy.
No, he supports Judeo capitalism, so he's basically a communist.
You both like the laissez-faire capitalism.
No.
That's crazy. I don't believe Anson actually likes that.
I've fought with Anson numerous times about this. So I mean, maybe Anson's just really good at fucking lying to me, but he seems to really like it.
Yeah. And I wasn't really watching the stream before this. So what's this video we're watching?
This is Shua. Okay, I'll give you the quick skivvy or skinny or whatever the expression is. Skinny, I think. So ShoeOnHead made a video about that game. I can't remember the fucking title of it. Fuck, it doesn't really matter. It was a game that was about a guy who discovers an android girl named Diana or something, and it made a bunch of gamers be like, you know what, I want to have a family too. So then Hasan crashed out about this. It was like all these unfuckable losers playing games. Why would they fucking care about starting a family? They're never going to start families. Pragmata. Thank you, Alex. Alex has actually played the game. He said it's good. And Oh, based. Okay. So then ShoeOnHead made a video about that, and she briefly called out Hasan. Hasan then crashed out on live, as he's wont to do. And then ShoeOnHead is now responding to his crash out in this video. And since we covered the last video of ShoeOnHead, and she is one of my simp passes, and I get blessedly few of those, I thought, hey, why not? It's a fucking Thursday night. We're going to go over this video.
Hasan I think Hasan is, isn't he like gay or whatever? Not saying it's like a bad thing.
Super gay. Oh, yeah. But it's 2026. Yeah, but yeah, super gay.
No, Hasan
is like 4 cocks at once easily.
But he also goes to brothels and allegedly has sex with underage women. Allegedly.
Oh, if you say it, he's going to come on Confluence.
Allegedly.
This is like the whole Thorpe thing. That's the whole Thorpe thing. Now someone's going to sue you. But
I said allegedly.
I want the Thorpes on here. Someone put out the Thorpe signal. They need to be on this panel.
Well, they've been
doing weird live side quests, driving around in trailers and stuff. I think they live in a trailer now. I think they lost their house.
No, they've been doing trailer streaming for a couple of years now. That's not new.
No. The new thing is, I think they actually like are out of their house, and I think they live in the trailer.
They've been doing that for they're transient.
No, they had a house. They had a house like a month ago.
The house was temporary. Before that, they were driving around in this RV thing.
No, I know that, but I'm saying I think they're permanently back to that now. I think they like don't have the property anymore. I think they're like permanently in the motorhome or whatever.
Yeah, I saw this one video of Grace laying out wearing a bikini. She looked really fucking fine, dude. Yeah.
If Hasan joined this channel, he would mog all of us. Like even if I came off of camera, totally mog us.
Yeah, he takes steroids. Okay, it's not hard if you're taking steroids.
I would reverse mog him.
What do you call out of curiosity? What do you call a perverted Asian?
What?
A peeping Tom.
What?
Stupid. Kirk's trying to win us over with his racial humor, but it's just not very good racial humor. But you're getting there, Kirk. You're getting.
I think there's a blood feud between the Asians and the Jews because the Asians are better with money than the Jews.
I posted it in chat. Does that make sense?
I mean, I already got I didn't need you to write it out. I did get the joke.
Could you explain the joke? Because I didn't get it.
Okay, so Peeping Tom sounds like an Asian name.
Oh, and it also is like peeping Tom, like someone who stares in windows. Oh, I get it now.
Wait, I still don't get it. I still don't get it.
Yeah. Kurt, can you explain it one more time and break it down a little bit better? Because I'm kind of dumb.
Okay, so peeping Tom is a term for someone who is perverted and watches other people have sex. And peeping Tom sounds like an Asian name. So a perverted Asian's name is Peeping Tom.
I guess I still don't understand, like, what Asian name does that sound like? Could you name some Asians for me?
Like Xi Jinping.
Name 10 Asians, Kirk.
Yeah. Can you?
Lauren Chen, isn't she some sort of Asian?
You made me let out a long sigh when you first joined, but this is great.
Bruce Lee, he's Asian.
Can you stick with alive Asians?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Living Asians, go.
I had a Thai friend named Tyson when I was young, but I'm not friends with him anymore.
What about
wait? Was that another joke? Because Tyson sounds like Thai son.
No, I'm serious.
No, it's so funny. You're saying you knew this guy who had a son he named Thai son because he was Thai. That's hilarious.
Good
joke. That's a good joke, Kirk.
But I can't name 10 Asians.
Way better than your other joke.
I can name 10 Jews, but I can't name 10 Asians.
I'm gonna play all this for my wife. She's Asian. You guys are all bigots.
That's the only Asian I can name is Tyler's wife.
All of you are bigots. Bigots.
Well, you can name Confluence. You can name Xi Jinping, right?
Oh, that's true. I guess I can name 2 Asian people.
Yeah. What about Chow Ming Wu?
That sounds like a made-up name.
Isn't Europe part of Asia?
I think so.
No. That would be Eurasia.
Asia's part of Europe.
Terrible.
No,
you steal from Whole Foods.
I'm pro stealing from big corporations.
Like, what in the fucking LARP is that? Yeah, stealing is so cool, dude. Let's just steal from big corporations so those big corporations move out of that community. And then that community turns into a crime-ridden, unsafe town.
How has Hasan not gotten booted off of Twitch if he's advocating for crimes?
He's been banned a few times.
Hasan is the problem is Hasan knows the owner of Twitch very well. Have you not seen that clip, Kirk, where they're all like singing Hasan happy birthday, like the entire like Twitch fucking staff? Like Dan Clancy is like knows Hasan personally. So Hasan will do a bunch of stuff that everyone else would get like year-long or permabans for. Like Destiny got a permaban, not to support Destiny, but he got a permaban just for saying subhuman, and he got permanently banned for that. And Hasan has said so much worse, and he gets like a week-long ban if they think the optics are like bad enough. He'll just get like a week or a couple days.
I know, but he's literally
a couple days or a week.
But he's literally saying he's okay with people stealing from corporations, which I don't think. I don't know.
He has publicly said people should kill Rick Scott. He has publicly called for people to kill Rick Scott, and he got.
Then he should be in jail.
Hold on.
He should be.
Hold on.
He should be in jail.
One of the times where he got banned for a week was when he was going like for 3 or 4 days to somewhere else, and he wasn't going to stream anyways. Like they literally timed him with that. So yeah, I don't.
It's the kid gloves.
If he's saying that people should kill a certain person, he should go to jail.
Kirk, things aren't fucking fair.
Incitement's a really high thing to high bar to reach legally.
Kirk, I thought you liked capitalism.
I do.
Hasan is a very intelligent capitalist.
Yeah, he's
using his capital.
Capitalism.
He's using his capital.
I guess if you make that into a compound word, then I think I would agree with you. Like intelligent capitalist. If you say it like all at once, then I think I'd agree. But if you separate those things, then I would disagree.
He is using his capital to prevent himself from experiencing the same hardships as poor people because he's earned it. We live in a meritocracy, Kirk. He's earned it.
Jeez, I feel like I'm in a fucking hurricane. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My fucking windows keep like fucking shaking.
Kieran, your mom put me in her dress last night.
What?
How's your stepmom, Kirk?
He doesn't have a stepmom.
That's fucking crazy, Kirk. I think we've made Kirk more crazy is the problem. I think we have sufficiently bullied him, but we've also made him more crazy.
Kirk, this is the first and last time I will tell you that I do not want you to suck my cock.
Okay.
Don't suck his cock, Kirk.
Don't do it, Kirk. Don't do it. I know you're tempted, but refrain, okay?
A food desert. Like, yeah, bro, you're really fighting the man. Listen, you can tell people that billionaires are the real enemy until you are blue in the face, and it might be true, but Jeff Bezos isn't the one stabbing them on a train, you know? You can't have a peaceful, functioning, socialist, or even social democratic society with the delusional social policies of Hasan Piker. You just can't. Anyway, sorry, I'm going on a tangent. It's just so funny he sees my politics as, like, incoherent, when to me, his politics are the ones that are.
And the white monster.
The video was barely political. My response to him was about his like nihilistic mindset when it comes to young men. Because for years we had to watch the media shove this guy down our throat like he was the Joe Rogan of the left. Oh, he was gonna save young men from the alt-right pipeline. By the way, this guy is never going to be the Joe Rogan of the left because like Joe Rogan, at least Joe Rogan from years ago, I don't know about now, was all about listening to other people's beliefs and hearing other people's opinions. Yeah, Hasan does not do that. Hasan closes his ears and goes, la la la, I can't hear you, you're stupid, I'm smart. For years, we had to listen to how this guy is gonna push young men away from the GOP. They are leaving the GOP, but they're not going to the Democrats, and I don't know if they're going to the left either. But anyway, my video was not political. In fact, the only part that like was political was the part where I agree with Hasan about the genocide in Gaza.
If you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience.
It's very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean.
Israel is so bad. And Hasan thinks Hamas are freedom fighters. He should go to Gaza and join Hamas himself and see what happens to him.
Kirk, if you think Israel is so good, you should go to Israel and fight for Israel.
But as a Noahide,
but
I like the butts making an eye.
See, Kirk, unlike me, you could actually join the IDF. Okay.
I can't because I'm not Jewish.
No, you can. You can join the IDF. Trust me. I know. I can't. You can, though.
Wait, how can I if I'm not Jewish?
You don't need to be Jewish to join the IDF.
Yeah, they'll take anybody.
Then why can't you, Confluence?
I'm too old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go over there. You love Israel. You love Israel so much.
Do it, Kirk. Get on the plane
the other thing
now.
you gotta remember is that the ones who join that aren't Jewish are usually the ones on the front line.
But it is a pathway to citizenship as well. So if you're not Jewish and you want to become Israeli, it's a valid thing to do.
And there's a lot of breeding opportunities for military men in the IDF. The ladies really like those. That might be your only chance at ever having children, Kirk.
I don't really want children.
Weird incident confluence agreement. Kirk joining the IDF. Crazy times.
Are you gonna do it?
You will want children one day, Kirk. Inshallah.
I don't want children though.
No,
Kirk,
they
are you
want
gonna
you
join
one day?
The children want you.
Are you gonna join the IOF?
The IOF.
I don't know what the IOF is.
The Israeli Offensive Force.
Yeah.
Well, I've never heard of them, so I don't know.
They're the ones offending everybody.
Oh, you might know them as the IDF, but are you going to go and kill people on behalf of Israel since you like Israel so much?
I rest not risk my life.
I love Israel.
So do you like Israel or not?
Yes, I like Israel.
You're not going to fight for them?
If there weren't other people to fight for them, then I would.
That's crazy.
If I was going to fight for any army, it probably would be the IDF, but I'd only kill the bad people, to be clear. I'd only kill actual Hamas agents.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do any war crimes.
From all the children.
Yeah, I wouldn't kill any children unless the kids were like throwing like really big stones or something. Then maybe I would change my mind. But otherwise,
what if they hit you with like a water bottle? Would that be enough for you to kill a kid?
I would say that at that point they're an armed combatant. Yeah.
What if they just happen to be in a tent somewhere, like a lot of?
Hold on. If you absolutely knew that it was a water bottle, you knew it was. There was like.
I mean, are they using it as a weapon? You know.
I mean, can a water bottle be considered a weapon? I guess.
Who knows what liquid is in it? Right? It could be like some type of radioactive.
I just told you it's water. If you know for certain that it's.
Oh, if I somehow knew with 100% certitude, not a shadow of a doubt in my mind, then maybe I would consider not headshotting that 12-year-old. Maybe.
Okay.
What if
really fucking dark?
What if like a kid walked up to you wanting to play soccer with you? Would you view the ball as a weapon?
I might consider if there's a bomb in the ball.
Yeah, it depends. Is the kid in a situation putting me in a self-defense situation?
So the kid walks up to you smiling and laughing. He's like, in his language, saying "Let's play," and he just keeps saying that.
But
that probably sounds like some type of terrorist tongue that he's speaking.
Here's the problem, Keelan. Right in Iraq, people would do that as well. They would carry babies, or they would offer to play with a ball or whatever else, and those ended up being like booby trapped and shit.
No, you know with certainty that this kid is just trying to play soccer with you. You gonna headshot him?
But no, of course not. If I know,
if you know it's certainty.
The insane thing is,
here's the difference though. Hold on.
Confluence switched from joking to being serious because Alex was being serious and he didn't want to leave you alone, Alex. Like what you're saying is
you don't have to switch to being serious. I'm good. So here's the difference, right? If I'm in like Times Square or somewhere in the US or someplace in a place where I'm not like surrounded by people who might want to kill me, and they want to offer to do something innocuous, like ask me to take a picture of them or play soccer with a little kid, I'm good with that. But if I'm in the middle of like a war zone, fuck that, dude. I mean, anyone anywhere can do anything because the people who do this shit don't care if it's a kid.
Fuck that.
I mean, I guess, yeah, to be serious, I don't think I would necessarily play soccer because I don't know. There's too much.
I'm not going to listen to
if you knew for certain that it was soccer ball.
Abhorrent things when they've never been to war themselves.
I feel like you wouldn't listen to someone who had, like, if we brought Frankie on the panel or Avarice, I don't think you would suddenly be like, oh, I'll listen to you. Tell me your wisdom. I don't think you would do that. I don't think it really matters.
Anyone's been up I think you just cared that they don't like.
You're just using that, I think, as a reason.
Yeah, and part of the problem here is, let's say you have someone who says, I support World War II against Nazi Germany. You wouldn't say, well, you didn't serve in the military, so you're not allowed to support the war against Nazi Germany.
I'm just saying that their words would have more weight than Alex's because he's just defending future crimes.
Well, then don't think
that's
don't ask if you're not going to believe what we say.
Yeah,
it was a joke. It was a joke to start with, and you came in seriously. Like, yeah, I would fucking kill a kid.
Oh,
yeah,
well, yeah. He did say something stupid about shooting a kid because he had a water bottle. So I guess.
Yeah, it was stupid. You're stupid, Confluence.
I mean, it's just if he puts me in a self-defense situation, I don't know what you guys want me to do. Okay.
That's all. It's a question of how. It's a question of how uncertain you are in the situation and what you know, right?
Sorry, I didn't stutter. Like, we were making jokes. Confluence was a part of that, and then you came in and said, "Yeah, I would defend killing the kid in that situation," and that's what I find abhorrent.
Yeah, it's abhorrent. Well, he's Yugoslavia. I mean, it's in his breeding.
I said that.
You came in doing your little, I have no position because I'm Alex. I have no position, but I'm going to defend the side that seems to be unpopular right now.
That was my position. That was my position.
And to be fair,
I gave it. You just not listening.
Yugoslavia was the Soviet satellite that wanted to be in the Union, right? It just.
We were never actually a Soviet satellite. Sorry to say.
Okay.
See, this goes back to the whole thing. Anson, like, this dude is not, he's either not from Yugoslavia or his name isn't fucking Alexander Rin.
Yeah, I know, right?
One of those two things that you said is correct, Keelan, but I'm not going to tell you which one it is.
Is Alexander not a Russian enough name for you?
We're talking about Rin, dumbass.
Yeah, your name could very well be.
No
Alex.
way I could have changed my last name when I moved to the U.S. That would be impossible.
Yeah, it's Renowitz.
Oh,
Renowitz.
Probably true. Alex is hiding his Jewishness.
Wait, isn't the Witz like a Jewish thing?
Yeah,
yes, that's why he's saying. That's why he said
that's the joke.
He's saying I'm a secret Jew.
Yeah. But I mean, like, there's. I was just reminded. Do you know who Father? What's his name? Father Nathaniel is. Confluence.
Do I know who?
Father Nathaniel.
No.
He's a Jew. He's a Jew who converted to Orthodox Christianity. Now he's an Orthodox father, and he pronounces Jewish last names like this. He goes, What's Victoria Newland, Moskowitz? Like he emphasizes Jewish last names in such a weird way.
That's based. I do that sometimes when I say Jewish last names too.
Yeah,
not gonna lie to you. It's like the echo brackets, but in like spoken language. If you think about it.
Point there was, you can't be telling young men to only care about things that directly affect them and then make it your life mission to tell those same young men to care about things that don't directly affect them.
I'm not falling for your bait.
Do you want me to lose
Transistria
chunks of my brain? Do you want me to John Fetterman myself so I can understand the compelling argument that ShoeOnHead makes? One that should have been left in the dustbin of history all the way back in 2016.
As if opinions from 2016 aren't still here today that are good.
Literally, technically, I mean, I'll put my stats on the screen. I am literally more relevant today than 2016. Like, more people are watching. So these aren't opinions from 2016. These are opinions from now, Hasan. People disagree with you now.
Look at me as an emo girl. 4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
Yeah, Confluence.
Wait, 4chan guys want to fap to me?
Guy.
Wait, I thought it was super cool and progressive to have like an army of men who simp for you online. That's not very woke of you, Hasan.
First of all, I like how he used the word fap.
That's so old, isn't it? Is it gooning now?
Yes, it's gooning. Come on, get with the times. It should have been left in 2016, Hasan. Come on. If this was said by anyone else, he would be calling it misogynistic and sexist. But it's being said by someone.
I don't think. No. Hold on. I don't think it's necessarily in sexist or misogynistic to say that a woman has a lot of simps online. Like, that's factually true in some circumstances.
Yeah, especially because that's the only way this woman could exist as a content creator.
Well, no, I don't think it's the only way she could exist, but it's not misogynistic.
I find her charming, independent of her sexual attraction.
She's had nothing interesting.
Look how she's holding the monster can. Look at this is a vibe right here. Okay, this whole thing.
The thing is, though, it's
not just like attractive. It's not just that.
But it's just factually it's just factually true that a lot of people watch ShoeOnHead because she's hot. That's just factually true.
I don't know if it's a fact. I mean,
she's hot.
It definitely doesn't hurt.
She has like normal opinions. That's the bigger piece of that.
Normal.
Right?
Your idea.
You're telling me
you can find plenty of hot women anywhere online. They're all fucking like surface level idiots who have no clue what's going on and don't actually care, right?
Right, like I actually don't disagree with what Tyler was saying about how she kind of gives like, I don't know if exactly how we're saying this, but she gives like base level takes that are still base level, but also base takes. So she's kind of like Asmongold in that way. Like that's why Asmongold is popular. It's like he'll say a lot of base stuff, but he's kind of like a right-wing moist critical, where it's kind of like it's not really like that deep, it's not that nuanced, but it's like it's entertaining, and it's like a lot of times there's good points in it. And unlike Asmongold, ShoeOnHead is not like, because Asmongold will say some unhinged crazy shit, but ShoeOnHead is like more balanced. Okay, so there is some like appeal to that. She's charismatic, entertaining, and also has like based views without going too deep into stuff.
I think Asmongold's commentary is generally more sane than ShoeOnHead's.
Yeah, and Asmongold is actually intelligent.
I am in hell.
But is he really?
The problem with Asmongold is he will, and he's even like hinted as much a lot of times. I actually think he does change his views on a dime based on his audience capture. Like, I fully believe he does. If he thinks his audience thinks it's based for him to be like pro the ICE killings, then he will just like absolutely deep throat that. If he gets the vibe, because like he said with the Palestinians, right? He said that thing about how Israel should genocide them. And then he realized that was not a really popular take. And then he like totally backpedaled on it. But if his audience, if in a different dimension, if his audience was like, you know what? That's so fucking based, Asmongold. Yeah. Kill all the Palestinians. He would have fucking doubled down and tripled down. Like there would have been no like backpedaling on that. So I think he, that's the problem. He's like very like right-wing captured right now. Whereas Shoe, to her credit, not to glaze her too much, but she is a socialist, but she also has those right-wing things. So she's able to live in kind of both of those realities. She can say like fucking socialist takes and people kind of accept it. And she can also say right-wing takes. And that allows you to be a lot more like honest, I think, instead of being fucking ideologically captured.
Has she ever done like an actual like a debate or anything like that? Do you know?
I don't think so.
What she sounds like when she's actually being contradicted in a,
Yeah, I don't know, because
she a socialist or is she a social democrat?
She says she's a socialist. I don't know if she actually is, but she says she is. Liberal. She was like a Bernie Sanders supporter, and she calls herself
a social democrat.
Well, but Bernie Sanders also calls himself a socialist. He just doesn't think that socialism can like happen at this moment, which is kind of like what you say, Keelan. So I don't know if you'd really like poo-poo on that too much, right? Like she probably ideally wants socialism, but she probably doesn't think that it's like perspicacious to like advocate for that in the present moment. In the same way that Bernie ideally wants socialism, but he doesn't think there's like a path. So it's like a stepping stone thing, right? I think you were the first one that kind of
someone has to explicitly like go down that line of reasoning for me to believe that they're not just a social democrat.
That's fine.
But anyway, Confluence,
then you give away the game. Wait, I just want to finish this. But you give away the game if you do that. Like, if Bernie was like, you know what? Yeah, this is my platform. I want full socialism. Then probably no one would vote for him, right? If we're doing like a progressive incremental steps towards socialism, then it would be very like, not helpful for a socialist to be like, I want full communism, because like they would just lose like all of America basically, right?
Yeah, but Confluence on top of that
from Trump and like many other populist leaders is that people want to just be told what the politicians are thinking. They don't want to be lied to about what the politicians want. They just want to be told exactly what the politicians want, whether they want to hear it or not. That's why we get people like Trump who are super popular and people like Bernie Sanders who are super popular. Bernie's kind of like, he's still social democrat because he doesn't go far enough.
Have you listened to Bernie? Like, I'm sure you have. When Bernie like talks in like smaller interviews and stuff, he was like very like socialist coded, like incredibly socialist coded.
Yeah, but he's still worried about being a politician and like being.
No, I know, but
appreciated by a majority of people.
I guess do you think Bernie would be more popular if he said the quiet part out loud all the time? Yes. I don't think he would have had the. Yes. I don't think he would be.
I think he would.
Yeah, but Confluence, to my original point, even if ShoeOnHead says some interesting things, it's not misogynistic, and it is a fact that a lot of her audience are simps for her.
Yeah, that's the only reason why she's popular.
The reason it's misogynistic is because he wouldn't have said that if she wasn't a woman. That's why she's going down this line of reasoning of like, he would say this if someone else said what he said.
Well, that's because if this was a man talking, it wouldn't have an audience, right?
Yeah, that's kind of like
ShoeOnHead has an audience because she's a female saying this stuff.
Well,
I think that's I disagree. Like Hanson, I know you're not like in these online spaces, but if you see someone like a Tectone or somebody like that, or even like an Asmongold, again, they're not giving like super high brow political analysis, right? They're basically like ShoeOnHead, but just like a man version.
But Confluence,
the biggest political streamer on fucking internet right now.
You're right, Confluence. But the difference is that in their cases, they're lolcows. It's not that they have simps because they're hot. It's just that they're popular because they're lolcows.
That's an absurd. That's such a tone deaf take, Kirk. That's absolutely retarded. The vast majority of Asmongold fans do not think he's a lol cow. The vast majority of Tectone fans do not think Tectone is a lol cow. This is not a Chris Chan situation here, okay? The people that watch Asmongold like Asmongold. They like what he has to say. They think he's charismatic. They think he's entertaining. That's why people watch Asmongold. They're not watching him because they think he's just like a big joke, right? That's like that's just like so a bad analysis.
Asmongold's a fucking social retard. He connects with the social retard gaming audience that he initially cultivated, and then he converted that into another audience. So it's almost the same thing, right? Like Asmongold is popular because he's retarded.
Tyler's
I'm saying if Asmongold was a woman, everybody would be saying, "Oh, he's only popular because he's a woman." Right, yes, that's what everyone. True. That's what Kirk would be saying right now. That's what that's what every fuck would be saying.
I'm not saying. Hold on.
Because she's a woman, that everyone's like, oh, it's because she's a woman and she's popular. It's like
I'm not saying. I'm not saying. I'm not. Hold on. I'm not saying it's because she's a woman that she has a large audience. Because I do think she does have a large audience as a political commentary. I'm just saying the fact that she's a hot woman doesn't hurt.
Well, if that's, I said that at the beginning. I agree with that. I already said that. The fact that she's an attractive woman definitely is helping. I'm not saying it's not. I just don't know if I would say the reason she's popular or the vast majority of the people that watch her are watching her because she's an attractive female. I don't think that's true. Because, again, we have enough male fucking retarded right-wing streamers that people watch, and they're not women, right? So presumably people are not watching for the hotness.
I could have been wrong, but I thought like the dorks and all that were considered lolcows.
Okay, so I brought this up and answered it correctly. I corrected this or correctly addressed this earlier. She's not popular because she's a woman. She's popular because she's a dinosaur, and she got in here before there were all these political commentators. She's one of the ground level people. So just like the Quartering, who doesn't offer any insightful commentary, doesn't really give us anything. He just aggregates stories and pumps out content. She's also famous because she garnered that audience at a very early time before there was a lot of competition. If
this
she
is true, Red. I often wonder if I was an attractive woman, would I be like a huge streamer right now? I think it's possible.
No, there's all sorts that don't.
Tyler's right. So in addition to being a woman, she had less competition to start with. That's how someone that's objectively like less talented has such a good following, right? That makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's also like there's also a bunch of counterexamples where we see people crop up that are kind of like not like old heads that are also then get like incredibly popular without really offering like a bunch.
Israel, though, right? I mean, there's like a whole Israel push to push like specific Zionist content creators. Is that what
I'm not even talking about that? Like I mentioned, Tectone. I don't think Tectone has been around for a while, and he's like blowing up, and like he's kind of just but he's I don't know. I don't know. It just seems to be that like the main thing is like it's not about your political perspicacity. It's more just about like, are you entertaining? And Tectone is entertaining. Asmongold is entertaining. XQC is entertaining, right? Why would anyone watch XQC? People watch these people because they're charismatic and funny and entertaining. And I think that can happen at it definitely helps. I don't disagree with Tyler. It definitely helps that she was, and maybe she wouldn't be big if she started like 2 years ago, but.
Did you see?
I'm not saying there was no meritocracy to it at all. She has to be entertained to have succeeded as far as she did. Absolutely.
Confluence, did you see Israel's propaganda wing is paying $7,000 to content creators?
That was actually
be pro-Zionist.
That was misinformation to some degree, but that being
said, I've been getting those shekels for a long time, Anson. So of course I'm aware of these programs.
How much money do you think Israel actually has to control all of our politicians, control all of our media, control all of our social media, control pretty much everything, every element of life that has power to it? It's a tiny country with a small GDP, and there's only like 9 million people there. How much money do you think they have?
Yeah, you're right. It's hard to know until they audit the Fed.
All right.
We decided to become more hypocritical and annoying. You wouldn't get it. If I was getting paid for men to fap to me like many of his friends and ex-girlfriend porn star do for a living, that would be fine, he would support it. But since I don't do that and I'm just like a normal YouTuber, it's a way to insult and degrade me. It is interesting though how Hasan uses unfuckable as an insult to hurl towards men and fuckable as an insult to hurl towards women. I think it was Bell Hooks that once argued that patriarchy harms men by reducing their worth to status and conquest, while women are harmed by being reduced to only their desirability and being conquered. You should not be getting feminism mogged by someone who does not call themselves a feminist, Hasan. Not a good look, buddy. And also, bro,
she was so based.
I have a problem with what Anson said. Like, it's stupid to believe that Israel controls the U.S. It's obvious that the U.S. and West have been using Zionism as a vector into the Middle East. To believe otherwise is just not founded.
Yeah. But that's a good thing. The West should have control over the Middle East.
So Israel actually got it started in terms of connection with the United States as a hedge against the Soviet Union in the Middle East. That was the reason why the neocons really started supporting their foothold there in the Middle East. And you're right, like it's more.
Israel didn't get any funding in the first few years of its beginnings as a nation. Yeah. They just bought weapons. They got during the whole war that they won that whole thing with just buying weapons without getting any fucking aid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're right, Keelan. It is reversed.
Keelan says, I'm going to brush my teeth, so I won't respond.
You thirst trap more than I ever have in my entire life. You are on the cover of JQ. You are on the cover of GQ.
As a sub
in a hot tub. I will put the picture up there as censored as I can, just to shield everyone's eyes.
Like a little rubber ducky on his pee-pee.
You are spread eagle in a magazine. Let me read this to you. Let me read what this journalist said. Are you ready for this? Here's how.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Confluence. But isn't the proper term for that a himbo? For a male bimbo, a himbo. He's a himbo.
Yeah, he is. I mean, a lot of people say that about Hasan. I mean,
he's a himbo.
These puff pieces. I don't know if anyone's seen these before. They're fucking hilarious. I think the Rolling Stone did one. They sound like literal fangirls writing fanfic about Hasan. It's fucking embarrassing.
In my opinion, Hasan should get a wedgie.
Get a what?
A wedgie.
Oh, a wedgie.
8:30 a.m. And we're in the backyard of a house in West Hollywood where there's a makeshift private gym with benches, pull-down machines, and dumbbells galore. This is where 34-year-old political influencer keeps his thirsted after body fit.
What?
Oh,
by the way, written by a male, too. And I'm just like, I would have thought it was, yes, I'm pretty sure.
He strips his shirt off. An army of girls and gays would kill to be where I am now, next to Piker as he pants in a pair of neon shorts with black Calvin Klein boxers poking out.
The socialist, by the way.
Sunlight glistening off the sweat beading on his chest hairs. So when it's women and gays thirsting after you, then it's a good thing. But God forbid straight men find you attractive. This is the dude that has to keep his girlfriend a secret, like some kind of K-pop star, so he can be e-boyfriend for his parasocial female fans. I'm always talking about being married. Like when I'm in a relationship, I'm talking about being in a relationship, whatever. I'm Lore, not the one playing e-boyfriend.
Look, you're covered up. You can make the argument with me. When people say oh well, she's just a pair of anime tits on the screen. Okay, fair point. However, Shue doesn't even have anything that she wears in her YouTube videos that are revealing. She's very moderate.
Wait, I'm sorry. My dad is home. Wait.
Dad, put me on the phone. The left in a MAGA body, bro. That always stuck with me.
A progressive mind in a MAGA body.
This is the one I read.
What do they even mean by that?
Being attractive and eating healthy and working out is right wing. What the f?
Honest answer is only to what?
For a good 3 years, there was this really weird campaign to make Hasan Piker a face of progressive masculinity in a bizarre attempt to move men to the left. A progressive in a MAGA body, they said, which what the f did they mean by that? Hey guys, we're not all ugly dysgenic freaks. Look, there's one of us who's attractive. What? Mr. Piker's success on camera, in some part, has been aided by the fact that he is, by conventional standards, a very handsome man. He is 6 feet 4 inches tall and built like a professional athlete, a square jaw, a beard, and a head of thick dark hair. It's the one aspect many of my haters can't shake, Mr. Piker said of his appearance in a Twitch broadcast last year. They can't turn around and be like, you're not hot. Indeed, tens of thousands of viewers may watch his videos for his political views, but many also tune in for their view of Mr. Piker himself, whose social media profiles are littered with suggestive images of his muscly body in states of undress, or thirst traps, as the pictures are known. Some of his fans scrape, screenshot, clip, and repackage them into fan cams that travel across the internet, glorifying Mr. Piker's appearance and indirectly his beliefs. That is yet again another mainstream article saying one of the only reasons people watch Hasan is because he's attractive, and that he uses
this was in like a main. I can't remember if this was like New York Times or this was in like a big like not. This wasn't some like weird puff piece on some like beauty or journalist site. This is like a major. I think it might have been New York Times. I don't want to say that in case I'm wrong, but
this is the Rolling Stones one. If I'm not mistaken.
This is the Rolling Stones. Okay, so that's what I mean. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Honest answers only. Confluence.
So what? All I see is the honest. Is there a chat I'm missing? All I see is honest answers only.
All right, somebody needs to donate $20 to Confluence so I can take a shot of vodka.
Answered, you're not taking a shot of vodka.
Appearance and thirst traps to gain a following. So is he like projecting onto me? Is that what this is? Is he like insecure about his thirst traps and his reputation of being nothing but eye candy? And listen, I'm not delusional, okay? Obviously, your looks can help take you further in life, online and offline. Like, if I was morbidly obese or hideously ugly, I probably wouldn't have like half the following I have. Yep. You can easily say the same thing for Hasan. But at least I organically collected my simps and didn't have some like astroturfed glaze fest propping me up for years as some kind of like political sex symbol. Embarrassing.
Guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
38. You mean 3 years older than us, Hasan?
Yeah. Oh my god, the people that are in my demographic.
And what's so funny is like his little fangirls were coming at me on Twitter like, you're nearly 40 and you dress like a Hot Topic cashier. Like, and Hasan and I are the exact same age. I think we're a month apart in age. And like, look how he dresses. We are literally co-workers at the Hot Topic, okay?
People like ShoeOnHead are basically a humanoid version of a Reddit aggregator.
Reddit hates me. Literally 80% of his audience are Redditors. Are we for real right now?
Bro is loved on Reddit. Like, why didn't he say 4chan or Twitter? He's not even funny. Yeah. Like, he can't even banter or do the jokes correctly.
Keelan, did you make sure to say your ABCs in your mind while you brush your teeth?
What are you talking about? Okay. First of all, I have an electric toothbrush at times when I need to like switch between my different teeth, blah, blah, blah. And I also, mouthwash, it's okay. No alcohol. You don't use alcohol in your mouthwash because then you'll burn your fucking gums. Anyway, first question.
That feeling though.
It burns. It's like terrible. It's bad for you. It dries your mouth out, causes cavities. Anyway, is ShoeOnHead single?
No, she's married with a child, and she's pregnant, I think, again.
I thought this was the start of a beautiful love story between two leftist commentators.
Between Hasan and Shoe? Oh, God. Worst shipping ever, Keelan.
He could pull her, and she is also around his age.
Yeah, and to piggyback on what Keelan said, have you ever used an electric toothbrush to stimulate a woman's clitoris? It is a lot of fun.
I knew you were gonna say something super untoward. I fucking knew it. As soon as you started talking, I could fucking sense it. I could sense
Anson, so the toothbrush gives me 2 minutes to brush my teeth, and like every 30 seconds it beeps and it's like you need to switch. It's very difficult to use for that purpose.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't have an electric toothbrush, but my ex did. So
you should get an electric toothbrush.
You should. You can't go back to using it as a toothbrush, though, Anson. That's the thing. You can't go back.
What are you talking about?
It's a one-directional.
You don't put the brushes in. What are you talking about?
I don't know what Anson does. I don't know. But I still wouldn't use it as a toothbrush.
Have you ever? Okay, hold on, Confluence. Have you ever thought about a woman?
I have.
Are they made of flesh in your mind,
No, they're made of like plastic and precious gems.
So now I understand why you'd be confused about the brush part.
I'm just saying once you use the toothbrush, I don't care if it's the handle or the brush. I think it's just not. I think it's
you realize
just not good.
These things are made of plastic, and you can wash plastic.
Wait, the women or the toothbrushes?
The toothbrush, and you can wash plastic.
You know, this conversation's getting degenerate. It reminds me of this one time when I shaved this woman's pussy for her and then fucked her.
Interesting.
That's so fucking weird, man. That's so fucking weird. That's so weird. Oh, why would you do that? Why would you tell me you did that? Oh, that's weird. That's creepy.
Women love it when you shave their pussy couple.
That's so weird. I hate that you put that thought into my mind. That's so weird.
Anson, what do you call a perverted Asian?
Hold on, wait. I heard this one before. I can't remember.
A peeping Tom.
Peeping
That's a good one, Keelan. Did you just come up with that off the dome?
Yeah, I was just thinking about it.
There's something about the delivery was really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really get it. Can you explain it?
Kirk, do you get the joke? Could you if you understand it, you might be able to explain it.
I've already said.
Yeah, Lobster is getting into the VTuber.
Yeah, I'd totally tap that.
She's got a nice voice, good cadence.
She's probably fat.
I think this entire rant, this clip, just sounds like if you were just to post the
Listen to her, she sounds fat.
ShoeOnHead on r/politics and then read the comment section.
Yes.
It's just angry Reddit coded malding. You know the worst part? This is the
You can hear the cheeks. Like, listen.
This is the best you could do.
Jesus Christ. What an unbearable fucking way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from ShoeOnHead. If you're getting your politics from a person like ShoeOnHead,
I will say my critique of this video so far, and I hate that all these commentary channels do it, is they'll play the same fucking clip like 6 times. Like we've heard this multiple times, this same thing, and they'll just fucking Willie Mac does that all the time. I think Turkey Tom does that. There's like certain people that are just like fucking replay the same thing. It's like, did Hasan only talk for 30 seconds? Because then this is a little drummed up. You know, I understand it was a crash out, but this is my rant. I'm sorry.
You should be embarrassed.
What do you mean, get your politics from ShoeOnHead? I don't expect my audience to get their politics from me. I expect them to be entertained, to laugh, to think, to engage with the discourse at hand. I don't try to, like, pass off as someone you should get your politics from. I don't think my audience should get their politics from me or any YouTuber for that matter. I think they should do their own research, come to their own conclusions. I just say my opinions, and people are free to agree or disagree. Hasan, on the other hand, like, really thinks he's some serious political commentator. Bro, you're a Twitch streamer. I'm a YouTuber. But that's the difference between you and I. I know what I am.
Oh my God, the things I want to say to people like this.
Then say it.
Say it, pussy. Did he change into a suit because I made fun of his Gucci shirt?
Like, you can literally see him scanning his chat of domestic terrorists, like Redditor for insults, right?
This is so lazy.
I find it more compelling when someone deconstructs why you're being stupid. I swear, I think if he had an audience that thought it was okay, he would obviously bring up that you're a girl. Stupid woman. It's like he's fighting his bro like instincts.
He's sound like Rage Page sometimes.
Yeah. Is that you, Rage Page? Is that what you do?
I don't think they do.
Oh, no, it just there was like a point at which I thought for certain it was Rage Page talking. But
yeah, Rage Page, you should get on the panel so we can
maybe there is a similar cadence.
It was like, I don't know, like right at the start of what she was saying there.
There is, maybe like certain words, certain enunciations. I think I could see.
Yeah, because I had
the fox lady in the bottom right.
A peeping Tom.
It is one of those jokes that has to build a little bit, you know? It's funnier every time.
Yeah.
It's not a furry, it's a VTuber. Okay. They're different.
Not much.
Reverting back to bro tips, Hasan Piker.
Yeah.
This week's bro tip is about bringing out the alpha male in you. This is a classic example of what happens when your father doesn't pay attention to you. You turn out to be a slut who's craving for attention.
Man, Hasan used to use the steroids now, but he used to use a lot more steroids. He's like way more jacked.
He's had quite the glow up. Like this dude on the screen right now, I would say is ugly.
Yeah, but he's way fucking more built, right?
He looks fat.
Testy, I literally have said this, okay? I'm as concerned as you are, okay? What am I supposed to do about it?
You up at a bar late night and bang you out on the first date.
And
yeah, it could be that he's very happy and this is his response, or it could be that he's very sad. It could go in either direction. I'm not sure. Are they okay? Everyone place their bets. Have you guys seen that Hasan clip where he says that pedophilia comment? Is Shoe going to play that? Place your bets now if you know what comment I'm talking about. I don't want to say it because then I'll get clips saying it, but just think in your own mind.
What is it?
I'm not going to say it, but she'll probably play it.
What does he say?
All his insults I've already 8-miled him on because I've already made fun of the fact that my eyeliner is from 2008. I'm in no position to talk about style. I still do my makeup like it's 2009. I already made fun of the fact that you shouldn't get your politics from me. If you were going to ShoeOnHead for political information, you are deep fried.
He never self-insults. Like, you can make jokes about yourself. Like, I've joked about a million times, like, oh, I'm a 400-pound man behind an avatar. Like, it's funny. Like,
okay.
Who gives a I feel like just takes himself way too serious.
They do not watch any Hasan, is my impression, except for what he said about them.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I mean, content creators generally don't spend their time watching other people, right? They spend their time like self-absorbed and doing their own shit. Like Confluence does the same thing because he doesn't go on to other panels very much, and they think that he hates them because of it. Because he's so focused on doing his own shit.
Who thinks that?
Just the other people that used to go on their panels. Like I talk to them sometimes. They fucking hate you now because you're a prick.
I'm not a prick. What do you mean?
You know, what I don't like about ShoeOnHead. Like, have you ever like anal trained a woman before? Like, did you use anal beads or those like progressive sized plugs? Like, she reminds me of like this woman I anal trained one time. And like she was just like a total bitch. I think that's what it is.
I don't think the anal part was really necessary to that story that you told. If you think about it, I don't know if that really added the necessary context. Okay.
Rage Page is chiming in. She says she uses the plug. So I
guess that's what Rage Page prefers.
Yeah, I'm more of a bead guy because it's easier. But yeah, the plugs work too. You know.
Someone needs to send a wellness check for Anson.
Yeah, low key for real.
Yeah, I think Hasan. One of the problems with Hasan is that he's so self-absorbed.
Yeah, he is a Twitch streamer.
Yeah, but it is more than most. Like, you know, I mean, she was right about this, I think. And I don't know why you called it out, Keelan. You say you don't watch Hasan or you don't know anything about Hasan, but then you're like, oh, based on what they're saying, they never watch Hasan.
Well, I've seen enough of Hasan. I've seen enough of Hasan. I know he does say.
Have you ever watched like a full? Have you ever watched a full stream of his? I'm just wondering.
Is that a serious question? He streams for like 8 fucking hours. Why would I?
Yeah, that's a long fucking time.
You can speed it up if you really want to, but I'm just wondering if you actually like watch a full stream of his, or just like.
Why are you asking me this? What is your goal?
Because it might give you more context of what he actually says. Because you're assuming that they have only watched the highlights of whatever involves them. Then my guess is you've only watched the highlights of whatever you prefer to watch.
So Alex, you might be an idiot because you're completely misunderstanding what my argument is. It's that he does make fun of himself. So I'm saying that I've seen him make fun of himself. That's all I need to say. I don't need to say I watched every fucking Hasan stream.
I disagree. I think he is one of the people that makes fun of themselves the least. I think he's incredibly prideful.
The argument was that he does it. It's not.
I don't care if you do it. He'll do it in like a way where it's like always like self. You know, there's ways when people say something self-deprecating, but it's always like tied into like a compliment of themselves. And that's what Hasan does. Like it's not in a it's not in a sincere like, oh, everyone can laugh. It's like laugh at me until I feel like I've shown I'm like one of the common folk, and then stop and now praise me again. Like it's fucking performative in my opinion.
It reminds me of it reminds me of those like answers at an interview, like what's your greatest weakness? So I care too much.
Yeah.
Like,
so the chat's really hitting their stride here. Marilyn, do you prefer the anal beads, like the graduated anal beads, or the graduated butt plugs for anal training?
Marilyn, you should join the panel because we're trying to get Anson 5150'd. Okay, that's the kind of the new theme of the panel. So maybe you could help us do that.
Yeah, somebody donate $20 so I can take a shot of vodka.
Someone donate $30 so we can pay for Anson to be 5150'd. Okay, we'll get that wellness check going. All these talk of the asylums. Maybe this is where Anson's time for help.
I'm surprised you guys are saying Anson needs a wellness check, but not me. Thank you.
Yeah, I think Kirk is in much more need of a wellness check.
Kirk, you're fucking 18 and live with your family.
Based, don't know, and it's not $20. $10 from Alex. Thank you, Alex. Anson needs to stop talking for a few minutes. No more backdoor talk. There has been an awful lot of backdoor talk. That is one of Anson's proclivities, if you will. And unfortunately, you must. And I hate saying that, but it is what it is.
I am curious, Confluence.
OnlyFans again.
If she wasn't,
Page. Everyone check out Jizzy Page on OnlyFans.
If she wasn't single, if she was single, if she wasn't married, would you bang ShoeOnHead?
I wouldn't bang her. I'd fucking wipe her and then I would bang her. So I guess I would bang her, but the order of operations would be important. Yes. God. But absolutely, yeah. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Simp.
Y'all are creepy.
I was asked you want me to lie, Keelan? I'm sorry. I've embraced radical honesty. Am I too much for you with my radical honesty?
I would make love to
ShoeOnHead. Okay.
I'm understanding why Ice Beans did what she did.
What did Ice Beans do what she did? How dare you? Me and Ice Beans are on good terms. She's a friend of the show.
Not you.
Oh, to Kirk. Okay. Yeah, that checks out. That checks out.
But I never said anything sexual to her.
Your ex used to call her Oh, there we go. See? I knew that name was just destined to come out.
Oh, so who's this what's it they're called VTuber? Who's this VTuber show?
That's your stepmom.
I know, but what's
that's why she sounds so familiar. Why you're curious? It's on the bottom right. Smug Alana or Elena. Yeah.
What the fuck? Why would one thing I'm confused about is why do people like VTubers a lot? Like it feels
why would
so.
Anyone watch a VTuber? Also, just curious, what's her username, guys? But why would anyone fucking watch that? But what's your username though?
I bet Kirk likes Hatsune Miku.
The only VTuber I like is KC Lee IRL.
The only reason I watch Hatsune Miku.
The only reason I watch his streams is because even though he's a VTuber, he has interesting political commentary. But most VTubers are it's weird.
Yeah, most of them are strange.
Anson
I do like that one. I know. I don't like that. I noticed that too, Keelan. I don't like that he got up.
This isn't his normal room. Something is happening. Yeah, full screen it. Laundry.
Is he in a garage? Oh no, he's in like a laundry room. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all that toilet paper. He's getting ready for the hantavirus.
The apocalypse. Yeah, the hentai virus. Fuck, he's preparing.
Today, since I'm a Noahide, I decided to celebrate Jerusalem Day at the synagogue I go to.
Oh, look at those fly swatters. He has 2 of them, and they're well placed. He's never lost a fly swatter. Wow.
There's a lot of chemicals too. Well, it's laundry detergent, but
is he Walter White?
Like paint thinner, 4th bottle from the right, I think. Maybe.
Do you think he's like a Walter White? He's got like a Walter White.
No, these are like what real men have in their houses. So he has like bleach up there. Oh, what happened?
Oh shit!
Oh, he shut the lights off.
Is he gonna come back?
I don't know. It's ominous now. It's kind of of like a found footage horror film.
Something's moving in the background.
Oh, I don't like that. It's actually spooky.
Back up. Back up. Something's moving in the background.
It's actually scary.
There's something. You see that?
I think it's him.
God. What's going on?
Me. Oh, he is turning the lights on and off. Okay. Oh, it's giving me that. That gave me actual chills. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, okay. Headphones? Man, that is kind of like a live. Oh, that should be like my new thing. Somehow like live horror footage. I don't know what that would really look like, but that was kind of fire.
Have you ever heard of
I got.
Are you familiar with the concept of what's it called? The concept of like a haunted house.
A hentai house?
A haunted house.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, it's are you saying that you want like a stream that's like that, where it's like the story is that the house is haunted by ghosts?
Yeah, but I want it to be like real, like that was a real, legitimate found footage horror moment. Oh, it's Testicles. How's it going, Testicles?
Empedocles?
Hello?
I have a joke for you. What do you call?
It's a good one.
What do you call a perverted Asian?
I'm not quite sure how to
a peeping Tom.
You call them Xi Jinping.
I could only think of the slur for Chinese people, and I was like, I don't think that's the answer.
You know what my friend used to call Canada geese? I can't say it on stream. I can't say it on stream.
I'm curious.
Do you think that conservatism is a mental illness?
No.
Yeah, it definitely is. Not. It impacts the nostalgia part of the brain, so that people believe the good old days were really good.
The Healthian ultra nationalist palingenesis. True.
Yeah. I have been trying to bait you in the Discord, and I feel like you've just gotten wise to all my tricks, and you don't.
I have.
Big Soda's
seen through the Matrix.
Big Soda has been humoring me, and the only reason I don't direct anything at him is because I don't want to fuck with Big Soda. But like, he's in on the joke. But like you, I feel like you've been dodging me a little bit.
I think you almost got me today. I can't remember what it was. There's something. Keelan was really triggering me. That's the thing. Keelan's got it down to an art form, unfortunately.
Keelan is good at it. The thing is, I don't know when, because it's the same thing. I don't know when he's being serious sometimes and when he isn't. So I'm like, I don't know if he's trying to fuck with you right now or if he is just fucking with you. But I
can't tell. It's the same thing. It's the same thing in DMs when I'm talking to him. It's the same thing, and I'm like, this isn't even public, so I don't know if he's still fucking with me. I honestly can't tell, which I guess makes it a good fuckery,
It's a good fucking.
Well, it's like
well, good to see you possibly Grid. Not sure if Grid, but Smoking seems to think that's Grid.
It's a good, so like how you try new chess openings, you might create a new account and just do a bunch of the same opening for one account. I do that same thing with arguments. So like I just fuck with people by giving them these crazy arguments.
Oh, that's smart.
And if they can't respond to it, then there's either something wrong with them or maybe I'm onto something.
Anson, why do you think you're mute? I don't think you're muted.
I mean,
Anson's in the back chat thinking that he's muted. I don't think Alex paid to mute you unless I misunderstand Alex's message. I don't think he paid to mute you.
We're allowed to say the word that he just said in chat.
No, Anson, you're not muted.
Well, no, you're not. In the back, you can type in the back chat. You can't say it.
In the back chat, yeah. But definitely don't say it on stream.
Can we say the other word that got the dude
clipped? I'm tweeting all of this out.
Oh man, even
you're telling ice speeds, aren't you? Fuck.
Yeah. No. Dude, there's a great video. That last comment there. Have you seen? It's what's his name is Childish Gambino now. I always forget.
You can talk, Hanson.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck! What is his real name?
You can watch on.
Oh my god.
Something Glover. Danny Glover.
Yeah. Donald.
Danny Glover. Something else. It's
What is it?
Something Glover.
It is
Donald
Glover. Yeah.
He's great in The Martian.
He did this.
This Is America is one of the best music videos I think of all time. Unironically.
He did this old spelling bee skit. The word that they have to spell is N-word F slur. And it's like it's weird that it's him that's in the video. It's like probably it's just such a random pull, but anyway, that'll never not be funny to me. It's like
this is America.
That's like the most offensive thing you could call one person, right?
I mean, that was iDubbbz when he used to be based. That's what he would call his audience, if anyone remembers that. And they would I remember him opening, because his audience would like send him crafts, and he'd open like really like nice, like what do you call it when you write something? Fuck, I'm fucking brain dead right now. Like calligraphy. It would be like beautiful calligraphy saying like N-word F slurs, but it'd be like super well made, like very like high effort calligraphy.
iDubbbz fell off so hard, man. Like he's so cucked now. It's insane.
Yeah, it's bad.
When you write things.
I was talking about calligraphy, Keelan. I'm not just talking about writing things normally, okay? Fancy writing.
Calligraphy is writing.
Testicles. So I was having a chat with Confluence, and he believes humans have some invisible X factor that he can't describe that makes them better than animals.
Yeah,
I gave you a lot of things, and one of them was an X factor. I gave you also other things.
This is the frustrating thing with Confluence. Anytime you get to that point, he just appeals to magic. He's just like, there's
hold on.
There's some, what is it? The canopy.
That's not fair.
And there's this other canopy, and there's this thing, and like,
the canopies was a good explanation. First of all,
he'll never say it's my preferences. He always goes to this invisible.
Yeah, he's like, there's this other thing. It's like intuition. It's like this indescribable, and it's like every time it gets something indescribable, and then it's like, well, if you can't describe it, then we can't have a conversation. You're literally just appealing to fucking magic. Like you're just.
I'm sorry, Keelan. Did you not say the exact same thing about when I asked you to define value today, and you said it's foundational and you can't give a definition?
You're like, what is value? And you're wanting me to give all of this criteria for what value is, and that would.
I just asked you. What do you? We seem to disagree on what value is.
You're asking
define value, and you said it's ineffable, it's indescribable, and it's foundational. And I said that sounds like my X factor, and I fucking debate mogged you in
have
real
to
time.
Understand. You have to understand. Sometimes I am lazy, and I do not want to have an argument like that, where it's just like, what does this word mean? What does that word mean? So I'm just like, it's just a fucking word.
Well, then maybe you should say that instead of saying it's ineffable and also foundational.
It's like a 3-year-old in the back seat, and they're just like, keep asking why.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Anson, your mute is. Oh, I don't think you ever had a mute, Anson.
Yeah,
but if you did, it's. Yeah, Alex is confirming, but if you did, it's definitely long over. It's been
4 times.
It's been like 12 minutes.
Oh wait, we mentioned philosophy, and now Brandon has appeared.
That's true. He probably means me, adds metaphysically weighted entities to his view, which makes his view less likely, all things being held equal. Terrible times.
Yeah.
I hate when Brandon's done this to me so many times where I'll like try to add meaning to something, and I'll be like, no, I think he did this fucking yesterday, where I'm like, well, it's actually wrong. And he's like, well, what is actually doing in that sentence? And he always says that. No, and I'll be like, well, I mean, like, for real. He's like, well, what's for real doing in that? It's like, shut the fuck up, Brandon.
Here's the thing. I'm teasing. Like, I am fully okay accepting that limit. Like, I will even say, because, eventually it's some axiomatic thing or some, for me, it would be like intuition. I just think this is the way it is, right? That I'm totally fine with that. What I have an issue with is then you appealing to this greater unfalsifiable, unsubstantiable thing, and then like implying that it has any sort of authority. Like you should just be like, this is my best guess, but it's not any more valid than any other guess.
I have
first of all, it's not a guess. Question. If I'm claiming intuition, I'm saying that's a spiritual faculty that you can use to actually know things, and I would say it's the highest form of knowing. So I can say I can't prove that to you, and I agree I can't prove it to you. You can call it hand wavy all you want. That's fine. But it's not the same. I'm not going to say what you're telling me to say, Gil, and say, or a testy, and say it's a best guess, because I emphatically don't mean it's a guess. I mean, I actually think I have a faculty that everybody does. I'm not claiming some like magical power. I think everybody can train their intuition to know things.
I have a cockwise, dickwise question. So let's say you have in front of you, hanging off the edge of a cliff, the last Tasmanian tiger and it's pregnant and it could bring the species back. And then you have some random dude from the street. Which one are you saving?
The random dude from the street.
Keelan,
cockwise, dickwise.
You said kill when you asked me this. By the way, I just wanted to say you're already.
Yeah, I know. I changed.
Can we go through it, please? I'd like to answer that.
Yeah, cockwise, dickwise.
Okay, fine. We need to go cockwise, dickwise. We need this format up. Okay, so I guess while Keelan asked the question, is Tyler, are you gone? Tyler might be gone. So Anson.
So you're gonna have to clarify because I haven't been paying attention to a fucking thing anybody says.
Okay, Keelan, repeat.
It's its own thing. So you have a Tasmanian tiger hanging off the edge of a cliff and a random dude from the street hanging off the edge of the cliff. Tasmanian tiger is the last of its species. It's pregnant. It could bring the species back. The random dude from the street is some random dude from the street. You can only save one. You can't somehow save both. You have to choose one, and the other will die if you don't save it.
And I see both of them?
Yes.
Okay, what color is the dude?
You don't know.
Well, you said I see both of them, right?
He's wearing a morph suit.
You're somehow unable to see. He's like wearing a full body suit. You can't see what color he is.
Okay, yeah. I'll save the Tasmanian tiger because those things are fucking cool.
I would save the person. And
cockwise, dickwise.
Oh,
cockwise, dickwise.
Wait, would that be next in the dick?
That be the that's Alex next. Okay,
so
like a sneaky dick.
Even if you take the pregnancy out of the Tasmanian tiger, even if you put the tiger at like living like another day, maybe I would still save the tiger.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I would save the person, but if they were Hasan, I would not.
Okay. Is it me? Oh, so okay, so I would save the person, but not in like a like humans are above animals, like not strictly. I think like a Tasmanian tiger. My analogy to this will be pandas. Pandas are fucking stupid animals. God wants them to go extinct. They are actually leased. Every single panda in the world, this is true, is leased by the Chinese government. So if you've ever seen a panda in a zoo, all these zoos pay money to China. They're incredibly hard to breed. They don't want to breed. They just want to die because God hates them. As I said, they only eat bamboo, which just also says they should go extinct. So if we brought back a Tasmanian tiger, it would cost so much resources to try to keep this thing alive just for the sake of like, we can go look at it sometime. I just think it's a waste of time.
Hold on. I know no cross talk.
Hey,
Tasmanian tigers died out for a completely different reason than pandas would.
I mean, that's fine, but when it's like that in danger, any sort of species that it's like that in
it's
danger,
a skill issue.
I think at a certain point, it's like God wants them to die, and we should let them.
But you don't believe
I would say, don't forget about Confluence. I would say all of you are insanely retarded and crazy. Testy at least gave the right answer, but then cucked himself with the wrong reason. Obviously, you should save the person because they're a human. It's insane that no one except Kirk said that, but he said his Hasan thing.
I would save like a cute puppy over like the person if they're like an adorable like animal. If Tasmanian tigers were cuter,
you wouldn't. You would like you're saying that, but you actually wouldn't.
I would, dude. You wouldn't. It would be so hard. It would, like imagine a baby like kitten. Wouldn't it be so hard to like not save that baby kitten versus just some guy?
Cats are fucking
a human.
Okay. Well, okay, a puppy, whatever. What's the cutest animal?
I can't tell. Tessie, are you fucking with me? Because now you're succeeding in triggering me. So if this is a bit, you have succeeded.
Why are you?
That's fucking mental illness.
Alex has a good question.
Yeah, why do you put so much value on like a single human's life that you don't know anything about?
Because it's a single human versus a single tiger. We're talking about the potentiality of the species continuing.
Pregnant tiger, right?
Is it because
two tigers.
They typically have more than just one pup at a time.
Rage. Okay, so I have to deal with something. Rage. Did you? I have a little mod memo here saying you timed out Grid. Is this the case?
Oh, they were going back and forth a little bit.
Because you are not allowed to. First of all, you're starting. I'm going to try to choose my words carefully. You're starting shit with Grid, which I already told you not to do. You're a mod. You're supposed to represent things. You don't just talk shit about people as a mod, okay? And you also don't get to time people out after you start shit talking them and they respond to you, okay? That's not a thing. Not a thing.
And to be fair, Grid's really cool, and I really like Grid a whole lot, and you're being mean to my friend.
I don't care if it was a minute. You don't time people. First of all, you don't time people out unless they do something against the channel. You definitely don't abuse mod privileges to time out because you're in an argument. You definitely don't do that, Rage. And again, I already said, you're a mod. You don't start shit with somebody like that. Like that's just
you shouldn't have her as a mod. She's a total hypocrite. She got so pissed she came up here and started saying bad words because you just timed out for like 2 seconds.
I think you can talk shit about people. You just have to like also let them talk shit.
Okay, well, I don't like what Grid's doing. I mean, I don't. Now it feels like you're. I'm literally saying that what. Okay, I'm not picking. You're both retarded right now. What pick what? What? Both of you are fucking crazy right now.
Wait, Grid, you should hop on, dude. What's going on here?
You should both hop on, okay? Give me my fucking dopamine.
Yeah, what's wrong, Confluence? Why are you fucking with Grid, dude?
This comment, Grid. I honestly think this comment is crazy. I mean, I'm literally saying the opposite. What do you want me to do? I'm literally correcting what I see as a bad mod action. I mean, I'm not. I didn't time you out. I'm saying it's bad.
Is Testy up here to sell street food?
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, I'll sell you some street food. What do you want?
Ask Tyler needs to answer the question.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true.
Tyler, your options. So there are two things hanging off the edge of a cliff. You can only save one. One of them is a Tasmanian tiger. If you save it, the species will continue. The other is some random dude from the street.
Random dude from the street, hands down, easily. That's a fucking animal. I don't give a flying fuck. We're a higher species.
It's a Tasmanian tiger, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Those are like, they're fucking awesome.
Oh, a Tasmanian tiger. Oh, boy, I don't give a shit. Fuck that. It's an animal. Fuck off. I don't extinct anything that gets in the way of the human race.
Interesting. See, that's like
back to this. Testy, you don't believe that. You would not, if you were in real life and there's a person dying and a cute kitten dying, you would save the human.
I mean, if you're really gonna twist my arm, I mean, yeah, obviously.
Okay. So you were okay. Well, that's a good fucking because I thought you were serious. Because Keelan's like, fucking serious. I think like
my dog.
I'm serious. I would definitely save the tiger.
I would save my dog over random person.
I would say
Anson's over a random person.
Like Anson's adorable.
My dog.
Like Anson, you'd probably save your adorable puppies over some dude, right?
No, that's different.
That is different. That's what I'm saying.
No, I wouldn't say. No, not like there's like thousands of puppies all over the place, man. I mean, the Tasmanian tiger. That's
I see.
Unique. Yeah. I mean,
okay.
See, I don't know. See, I'm on Testy. Like the dog whose ashes I have in my room back in my house. I would save that dog over.
Just to be clear, you're talking about a guarantee of saving the last of a species of a pretty fucking amazing tiger. And
how's it amazing?
Nah, we'll take one of the 6.8 billion people.
It's just like a dog zebra. Like it's nothing fancy.
Okay.
I don't know why we care. Why do we care about like I know
it's cool, Tasmanian tiger. Okay, hold on. The Tasmanian tiger was similar looking to a dog, had completely different hind legs, looked cool as fuck, had the largest opening of its mouth of the animal kingdom when it existed. And
they're like a dodo.
Guys, they're fucking marsupials.
So you would save the tiger and it would fucking eat you, and then you'd be like, "Oh no, I'm such a retard." That'd be your last thought, as it fucking ate your fucking guts out.
I mean, you should bring up some pictures. It does look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on. Why
does it look cool?
Is it a tiger or a wolf?
It's neither one.
It's a marsupial.
It's a marsupial. That's fucking crazy.
What? Okay, now I gotta look this up.
Marsupial. I kind of want to bring it back now.
Yeah, they were nuked because they were a threat to the livestock of farmers.
Yeah, fucking human.
No, I would say this shit straight up every time. You could have 1,000 people hanging out
that's
the other edge. I'll
weird.
still save it. Fuck that.
An extinct species of carnivorous marsupial. What the fuck?
Look at the video of the last one that was alive. It
makes a fucking crazy sound. I've seen that video.
Wait, are they still? I thought they went extinct. Oh no, it died in 1938. Okay, wait, I want to show this. Okay, what's the? Yeah, I'm gonna show this on stream.
It sounds like a hyena, I guess, but it sounds fucking crazy.
I'm trying to find the video of it. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah. While you're getting the video up. Oh, never mind. All right.
Why is there no audio?
This is doctored because they didn't have it in color at the time.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if you know how to read, Keelan, but it says it's colorized footage. Okay. It's got a weird like mouth shape.
Yeah, it could open its mouth like 90 degrees. It was crazy.
Oh wait, I have a good counter argument once we watch this. It's not making sound.
Maybe the sound was added. Maybe it was like audioized in the version you saw.
I've seen a black and white video.
It can open its mouth very large.
That's fucking cool.
It's only like striped on like half its body. What the fuck?
So to the argument I was making before about God wanting it to die, would you say that because it went extinct, that means God wanted it dead?
No, unless God.
I wouldn't say that.
Hunters to kill it.
Say that. You must.
Hold on.
I don't think I must.
Well, I mean, if you want to say that,
it's doing something. Look at that. Look at that. It's like twerking. Look at that.
It's scratching it. It's scratching itself.
Oh yeah, its leg. Oh yeah, I didn't see its leg. It's shaking its butt.
Yeah, it's like if God wanted it to still be existing, then it would still exist.
God allows for free will. If we hunt them all down, we hunt them all down. Come on, man.
Yeah, God always knew they were going to go extinct. It's the natural order or whatever.
It's the difference between God's like permissive will and his like active will. You know, so like everything that happens is under like God's permissive will because obviously he allows it to happen. That's different than I think God actively willing something.
That animal is obviously not healthy if we watch that video and it's like not having a good time walking on that concrete.
Yeah.
What about when it was twerking? It looked pretty happy then.
Captivity.
Well, and so if it's a marsupial, where does it keep its babies? Where's the pouch?
It has a pouch. It has a pouch.
Where?
I mean, it must if it's probably on its like belly area, I guess.
Like with the kangaroo, I understand that because they kind of like stand
it's
on
by
their
its
legs
butt.
and stuff.
It's by its butt.
It's like a reverse pouch.
Now pull up a Tasmanian devil. Those are cool too.
Like that thing from Looney Tunes or like the real animal?
The real animal.
They're scary, dude. Tasmanian devils don't fuck around.
Yeah.
They kind of look like a honey badger.
Do not have audio. Yes, we know.
Animals do not get much more violent than the Tasmanian devil. This is a fully carnivorous marsupial that's known for eating basically anything.
This bro's a marsupial
snakes,
too? What
rodents,
the fuck?
Birds, anything with a heartbeat or without a heartbeat.
Oh,
They'll
God.
even eat carcasses. But what do you expect from an animal that's known for having...
Well, that's untoward. We're going to stop watching that.
I think nature is beautiful.
Yeah, that was awesome.
You ever seen this video of a Komodo dragon eating a pregnant deer?
Oh, I want to see that.
It's
sounds
fucked
like
up.
so much fun.
It's like, dude, it changed me. It's on YouTube. Definitely don't watch it on stream. But it's like a wounded deer. Like Komodo dragons are like bears.
You got to be. I will say you got to be careful with that though, because I know there is channels that they will like take animals and they'll like wound them. In like Indonesia and stuff, and then they'll film it to get like ad rev. So they're like fucking causing this. Because there's a goat one where the goat has a broken leg and he gets eaten by a and that one is like absolutely staged. Like it's like fully set up. So that's like fucked up.
The video does start the deer is already injured, so I just assume like the Komodo dragon found it and attacked it. But I mean that could have happened, which is more fucked up. But
yeah, I mean, it probably happens normally, but it just depends on the channel. I just know because I saw that and I was like, and I found out about the channel.
It's
not
any different than. Have you ever fed your pet snake before? I mean,
I've seen somebody feed their pet snake. Yeah. Like they fed them a mouse, like a baby mouse that's eyes hadn't even opened yet.
Yeah.
It's this pink
that's fucked up.
Thing. And it's them. Nature, I guess, but
anyone who does that is an actual psychopath. Actual psychopath.
No, that's a lot of fun. Like you can dangle the mouse right in front of the snake, and it'll like strike it right out of your hand.
Yeah.
Like a living animal, or are you saying like a pinky, like a dead mouse?
No, it was alive, dude. It was like a mouse. It's probably born like
that's some fucking Luca Magnotta shit. That's what he would do, man. That's what he would fucking do.
Like, this is how you feed snakes. I didn't think it was weird. I thought it was fucked up. I thought that's just how it's done.
Let's be dead ass for a second here. Pinkies, like they're barely able to move. That's okay if they're alive, but like mice and rats that are alive and adults can actually injure snakes in captivity, so you shouldn't feed them live. You should feed them frozen.
This is true.
That's your concern?
No, they say that you're as well, and because you want to
That's actually disgusting.
They say if you feed them dead animals, it doesn't it can make them lazy, and it doesn't foster.
Yeah. You have to heat them up. Like there's a protocol you use for the dead rats where you heat them up to normal like live animal temperature, and then you dangle it in front of them, and they strike it right out of your hand. That's fun.
See, that's fine. But putting a live animal feed it to a snake, that's actually the next levels of fuck.
You gotta hobble them so they don't harm the snake. Keelan's right about that. There's a danger.
Do you realize that snakes can only eat, the snakes we're talking about at least, can only eat these types of things? They can't be fed vegetables.
You shouldn't. I'm sorry. You shouldn't put yourself in a position where you have to sin to keep an animal. Then don't keep the fucking animal.
Hold on. That's how vaccines work. For a vaccine, you take a virus.
You're assuming
and you shoot it back into your body.
I'm very confident that's a sin.
Are you anti-vax?
Wait, how is that a sin?
Yes, he is anti-vax.
To take a live animal that's afraid and put it in the tank with a I don't know if I have to explain that.
No, fair enough, but hear me out. So you can only feed snakes, I know cats can eat meat and stuff, but for snakes they have to eat animals, right? You agree? You can't feed them carrots and shit.
And they can only
they don't have to eat live animals.
Yes. Right. So what I'm asking is, So if you feed them dead animals, how do you feed them the dead animals? You'd still have to kill something to feed them.
Yeah, and there's a
difference between There's a difference between putting an animal in there and letting the snake terrorize it before it dies, and just snapping its neck and then feeding it to the.
It's not terrorized. It dies within seconds. It fucking chomps.
I mean,
it doesn't. Have you again? I brought up Luca Magnotta. He did this. There's the videos on not on YouTube. You can see videos of him feeding puppies and kittens to his snake. The famous guy who ended up killing a Chinaman in Canada. And that's right. Did the snake kill the puppy and the cat instantly? No, it did not.
Changed it. Nobody's talking about puppies and kittens. We're just talking about fucking mice, which
I'm just saying they don't kill them instantly. It's not a pleasant thing.
When we're talking about animals that aren't insects or weird invertebrates, snakes are some of the most efficient at killing prey quickly.
Yeah, they suffocate, strangle, and crush their prey. That's what they do.
And you guys admire that, but you hate Israel.
It all comes back.
At least be consistent.
I don't want to sound heartless because I do understand what you're saying. I think it's as I said, when I saw it happen, I was like, man, this is fucked up. But I was also
depraved. I can't think of strong enough moral language. It's truly depraved.
I think what's kind of depraved is keeping them in captivity because you're forcing that situation to exist. But in nature,
just get rid of all the snakes.
In nature, this is exactly just like the ebb and flow of life. This is just happening. Your problem is that somebody willingly.
Of course, there's tigers. There's tigers in India that hunt humans. But if I owned one of those tigers and then I found an Indian person and I fed that's a different situation than it's just happening in nature and shit, right?
We happen to have one here.
As a snake owner,
so hold on. Can I add one thing to all this? Just a second. So one thing to note is, in nature, usually the animal does not know it's going to die until the snake's already got it, right? In a cage where it knows that it's there, it has to sit there while it takes its time to get to it.
Imagine you're taking the live animal, it can see the snake in the cage, and somebody is placing it that's so much levels of fucked up.
Sentience.
So what Anson is, that works. That's true, and also to what Anson was saying.
That's true. What the fuck are you saying?
If you put a live mouse in there, they can fight and injure the snake. So, would you prefer you maim a live animal, how would you kill a mouse before you feed it to your pet?
By the time you're in that situation, there's nothing you can do that's not a sin, to quote Jordan Peterson.
Owning a snake is a sin, is what you're saying.
If you're in a position where you're owning a snake that has to eat live food, which I don't even know if that's a thing, because I don't think you can just buy the frozen stuff and heat it up. But if you're in a situation where somehow this is what you have to do, then don't own that fucking animal. You sociopath.
Hold on. I feel like most of you aren't familiar with the snake trade. Anson probably is. I am totally against the majority of people owning snakes. I wish I didn't own my snake, but I can't get rid of him now because you can't take a captive snake and throw him back in the wilderness. But there are real cases where people will take in animals, snakes especially, and bring them back to health. And if they can't go back in the wilderness, do you just want them to kill that snake, or do you want them to keep them in captivity?
I hope your snake heard you.
I don't want them to. I don't want them to feed them animals. I think that then that snake would just
What
should just die.
What are they gonna eat? What are they gonna eat?
Then I guess I don't know if you can't find anything, you can't heat up a dead animal. If it'll only eat a live animal, then I guess snake dies. Fucking skill issue.
They eat.
That's terrible. That's an awful thing.
How is that awful? When your solution is, I guess we'll just feed them like 200 other animals to save one snake. I thought you were just saying to me today that you think all animals are equal. You fucking don't, based on what you're fucking just saying.
Confluence. You have no understanding of how like snake enclosures work. You can make extremely naturalistic enclosures with a lot of wildlife in there. That's kind of a microcosm of nature. You can do this in a way that's not harmful to everything. And
Andrew's right, they're not sentient.
Why isn't it a skill issue for the mice that get caught? Why is it only a skill issue for the snake if it can't eat without the mice?
Well, the mouse isn't getting caught. You're putting the mouse in the snake freaking thing. You're breeding the mice.
Hold on.
I've got a serious question.
Are people catching mice? They're breeding rats and mice, so they're not being caught.
What if we give it like anxiety medication before we put it in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there's a level of like stoning out the animal where at least it would be like a better situation.
There you go.
You know what you're supposed to do with the Burmese pythons when they're pets?
But no one does. Anyone who actually owns a snake that feeds them live is actually fucking crazy because they want to see the animal suffer. They want to see the animal in fear. This is a real thing. That is absolutely true. That is 10 toes down. That is a fact.
Hold on. If you have a pet, who's responsible for feeding it and keeping it alive?
Me.
Yeah. So your responsibility is to your pet. It's not to some feeder animal that has nothing to do with you.
It's called the circle of life.
So you're right. You could just let it die, but that's on you then.
Yeah,
wait, Confluence, I have a question for you. If someone is unaware of the Bible existing, do they deserve to go to hell?
No.
So if someone is unaware that they can feed their snake frozen or dead mice and they feed them live, should they be considered bad people?
Yes. Because that is fully consistent. You're putting yourself in a position to own a snake where, like, unless you're saying, like,
we never talked about. Hold on. We never talked about how they came about owning the snake.
Yeah.
I guess maybe that's possible that someone could come about a snake and then grow attached to the snake or feel some moral duty toward the snake and then be like, oh shit, I gotta feed the snake, and they only know that you can feed them live animals, and then maybe they're hypothetical. But in my experience, most people that feed snakes live things are the actual worst kind of people you will ever meet in your life. True psychopaths, actually. Don't raise your hand, Anson. That's fucked up if you've done that. That's so fucked up.
I own a snake. I've owned a snake for over 15 years at this point. I got my snake when I was a kid.
Crickets
and I fed him.
Crickets don't count.
I fed him live mice because I thought that's what you feed snakes, is they eat live animals. I wasn't doing it because I wanted to see the mouse suffer. I hated feeding my snake live mice. When I started feeding it frozen, I felt a lot better about it. I still fed him live animals, not because I'm a sociopath, because that's what I thought he wanted.
That's like owning a fucking demon, man. That's like that's a Faustian fucking bargain for your soul, brother. But how young were you?
You're trying to. I said I've owned my snake for 15 years and I'm 27, so math.
There's no math, Keelan. You haven't given me enough information. When you said at some point you stopped feeding them live animals, but at what point?
I'm looking this up. So
no, at what point? That's when he got the snake, but at what point did he stop feeding him live? If he fed him when he was like, 14, 15, then it's like, okay.
I did not record this event in my life, and I'm not autistic enough to where I could tell you the exact date.
Hold on.
I'm asking for a ballpark, but that's fine if you don't want to tell me.
I don't know what the ballpark would be.
Confluence, do you think viruses are evil inherently? Or do you think they're just
No, I think viruses are like little fucking demon machines, you know?
They're actually evil. So the fact that we take viruses, we kill or weaken them, and then inject them into our children so they can develop immunity, is that evil?
I mean, sure. If it's
actually,
if it
you know
works
what?
against
You know
Confluence,
what? I'm going to say this. That's kind of like taking your enemies and putting them in a cage and then letting your kid kill them so they can learn how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah. And I will say, I mean, I had a bearded dragon, and I thought, so maybe I'm in a similar situation to Keelan, but on like a much, much, much lower level of like moral sin, to be very clear. But I used to own a bearded dragon, and yeah, at the beginning, I thought you had to feed them crickets and stuff, and I didn't like doing that either. But it was crickets, and it's like, okay, they're fucking crickets. I don't think they have any idea.
I don't like
what
reptiles. I
feed my snake cats.
So I had a friend
crickets would like jump toward the bearded dragon, like they showed no beard. Like I don't know, they would just
they were asking for
it. Yeah, they didn't give a fuck,
PSA to everyone watching, everyone on panel, never, and I own a ball python, never buy a ball python unless it's like from some secondhand dealer, because these breeders are so immoral. They kill these snakes in mass, and they breed these terrible genetic defects into snakes because they want specific colors. It's awful.
Yeah, it's very selective breeding. If you see like the brightly colored ball pythons with the like exotic patterns, there's been a lot of death. But as for like snake feeding in general, so I had a friend with a Burmese python, and he let me feed the Burmese python rabbits because he would breed rabbits for his Burmese python. Have you ever held a pet Burmese python before?
No, I used to have a rabbit named Dreamsicle though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's Python food, right? Like it's all food chain stuff. We're just at the top of the food chain.
Also, could you Google the term? Could you Google the term vermin and tell me what comes up? So these animals that you feel so bad about, they are a scourge upon society.
I used to have a pet rat named Princess Nibbles, Testicular Johnson. Okay, and I loved her.
Have
you ever heard of the Black Plague?
And let them die like very.
But that wasn't caused by rats. That was caused by fleas that just so happened to be on the rats.
Well,
hold on. Wait. How did the fleas get it?
Testicles?
Not from the rats.
Testicles?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
It's from the rats.
Testicles. I have an issue. I have an issue with your argumentation, because part of the reason that thylacine was wiped out was because people viewed them as vermin, and now you're using that against my. Like, it seems like you're kind of inconsistent.
No, these are the original vermin.
The thylacine?
The Jew?
Oh wait, thylacine. You mean the Tasmanian thing?
Yeah.
No, it's not from rats. Yeah, I was right, Alex.
And testicles, you have a squirrel as your profile picture. Do you think squirrels deserve?
Squirrels are technically vermin, and I think that I'll embrace the moniker. I too am vermin.
Squirrels are interesting. They taste like what they eat, so you have to be careful before you eat them.
But like nuts,
based on what kind of environment they grow up in, or else they'll taste really weird.
That's interesting. That's probably true for most animals, I would imagine.
Yeah, I like farm-raised squirrel. They're much better.
Yeah, they are.
Do you think people taste different based on their diet?
Yeah,
I want
to
It's different, they say, right? So,
I guess so.
If human tasted like really, really good bacon, I feel like we'd be all down to eat human.
Yeah, just don't eat the brain.
Do any of us know what it tastes like? Like maybe it does taste really good.
I think it tastes like chicken.
We should all collectively. We should just find somebody, and
that's true, because it would just take one person, and we could all at least know that experience.
All know.
That's what I'm saying.
One person for the experience.
There's got to be some util that you could balance where we all get a new experience.
Drink this drink I made you.
Yeah. We found our person. There's been one person on this panel who hasn't been speaking up very much, and I think we take him. And we need to see what it tastes like.
I think we need to eat a fatty, because I feel like a fatty would taste better. Like the best.
Is he not?
I don't know. No, he's pretty.
Do you think women taste different from men?
Probably.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
but does a male cow taste different from a female cow?
No. I've eaten bull, and it doesn't. You can't. It's like it doesn't.
Wait, hold on.
Right, so then why would a female woman taste different from a man?
Different. I would guess different muscle mass. Different.
I've only ever eaten female
density.
cow.
Different.
It was a
fat
stew,
content.
so it's like a beef stew, just all tastes the same. So I don't know.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
you guys are everyone here is eating a male. Most cows I think that are killed are male cows. They're like steers. They're like castrated bulls.
I thought that's kind of gay. I thought they were.
Yeah, that's actually true.
I thought they take
the farm I worked at. It was all male cows because
I thought
the dairy cows become like they become like dog food because they're too old. But like the steers are like castrated bulls, and then they kill them at like 4 or something.
By the time a milk cow stops producing milk,
they actually do. Yeah.
Earlier when I was muted,
nobody needed you.
Rage made a comment about me that I wanted to address, and I just remembered it. So she observed correctly that I have like abnormally small hands, and she could tell in relation to the cigarette, I guess. And that's true. Like my hands are small proportionally to the rest of my body, and really it doesn't help for much of anything. They're actually very soft too because I don't do manual labor.
Wait, did that make you feel self-conscious?
When you jerk off, though, it makes your dick look
you and
bigger.
Donald Trump both.
Yeah, I've got very small male hands. They're really only good for fisting women, and that's about it.
You're holding them close to the camera. They look pretty big from a perspective point of view.
You all know, like Mice and Men, that book with that curly dude who always put his hand in a glove to keep it soft for his woman. I think that's what Anson's getting at.
Except with like the added thing of fisting brought into it.
You ever fist a woman before Confluence?
That's also depraved. That's also depraved.
That wasn't a no.
Confluence,
that is a very clear no, and it's also depraved.
Also, I looked it up, and the accepted practice is to freeze and feed them dead things.
Yeah, but after you warm them up.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, see,
are we talking about snakes?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought I only experience I ever had was my friend, and he fed it this like.
Right, he was a psychopath.
I
had to tell you this.
That was my only context for it. I was like, oh, this is how they do it. Yeah, what's up?
Do you just not believe that I've owned a snake for 15 years?
No, I believe you. I just in my head because I didn't.
No, you just think I don't care about my snake.
No, I'm saying I thought.
So you're saying when I say something about how we should be said that you need to double check that because I'm a woman. The fuck?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was normal practice to feed snakes live animals, but apparently that's like not the suggested practice.
Why did you think that's? I told you to. Oh my god.
No, you told me that you fed your snake live animals before you knew, and then.
Nah.
I don't know for how long though.
Nah, I commented on the way to feed snakes, and I also commented on the snake trade. You gonna look that up too? You gonna look up for some of those spider morphs?
I told you I don't like reptiles. I don't trust reptiles. Of all the animal like phyla or whatever, I think if reptiles went extinct, I'd be okay with it.
What?
You shouldn't trust reptiles. Reptiles are soulless beings.
Yes, exactly. Cold-blooded. Can't trust.
Have you ever hugged a constrictor before? It's one of the most surreal experiences you'll have because they cling to your warm body because they love the warmth.
That's because
they need to.
When they hug you back, they kill you.
Keelan, you know what I'm talking about. You ever lay in your bed and just put your constrictor on you and let it wrap
for a hug, quote unquote hug?
This is getting a bit weird.
The hug of death.
Yeah. Every time you breathe out, you just feel the love a little bit more.
to say
the love
you'd be
your
okay
body.
with reptiles going extinct.
Oh,
look at that.
I mean, I'm sure it would fuck up the ecosystem.
Look at that.
I'm sure some things depend on reptiles for its own.
Are you joking? Some things they're probably more important than mammals.
Yeah.
No. Maybe that you might be right. I mean, they do eat bugs, and bugs are more annoying, I guess, overall.
We would have like a rodent.
You know what? I will take anything that eats mosquitoes. Anything.
Yeah. I just actually
bugs went extinct. That would be
this is linked to some like
that would destroy the world.
I hate reptiles.
I'll take
it was a good time.
If bugs went extinct, we would all die within probably 10 years.
Like there'd be so many like animal ecosystems that would collapse overnight.
But for those 10 years, it would be fucking paradise with no bugs.
Nice. Yeah.
No, it would be one good summer, and then it would just get so bad.
Did I ever tell you guys I lived in Jamaica for like 5 years?
No, but that
no, I don't think you've ever said that.
Yeah, I was like the age of like 6 to like 11 or 12 or like around that time. but you know, it's a tropical country. There were tons of like lizards and shit everywhere. So one morning, I must have been like 8 or 9 years old. I'm getting up for school, walk to the kitchen to have my cereal. I pour the cereal box, and this fucking huge lizard is poured onto the bowl. And they're lizards. So there are poisonous ones, and then most of them are like harmless. Most of them are just like garden variety lizards and shit. But what they do is they change color, and a lot of them will do that thing where their tail detaches and it like continues to wiggle around. And like, so this used to happen all the time, but that particular event like fucking freaked me out, and I got so scared. And it's also a country where you hang your shoes up because there's like spiders and like lizard. Like you could wake up because it's warm. Again, they're cold blooded, so they'll like crawl into people's shoes and shit overnight. And so that one experience, well, not that only one. There were tons of instances. Or they would just be crawling around on the walls and shit. Like it was just like you just kind of learn to ignore them. But I just hated lizards so much.
Now, can you eat cereal in the current day?
I can eat cereal now, but you can imagine you're pouring your morning cereal, and this fucking huge lizard is just dumped down in your bowl, and it's scrambling because it's like scared, so it's like licking all the cereal everywhere. It's like tail fell off. It's like turning this dark color, like it's gonna fucking spit or like bite you. It's just it's a freaky thing. That's all I'm saying.
That would make my day. I wouldn't stop laughing. That'd be
And then also once, and this is not my fault, all right. So they grow like we have to mow the lawn and stuff because like me and my brother, but it's not like grass here. It's like bush grass. So if you don't mow it like once every week or two, like it's an issue. So this shit just grows up super wild and super quick. And one time it had gotten a little bit too long, and I'm pushing the lawnmower, and tons of insects and bugs and animals like to like just live in the grass, and I fucking ran over a frog, and it was like a fucking fat like toad, I guess, maybe not a frog, but that was also traumatic because it like hit the blade, and then its guts just like flew out the side of the lawnmower.
Yeah, like mowing grass in Alabama. That ain't any different than here, man.
Yeah, I'm sure that happens other places.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Canada, and it's cold, and there's no fucking reptiles. There's no fucking things like that. And I'm like, you know what?
There's a frog in Canada that has like blood that allows it to survive the winter. I think it's the wood frog is what I'm thinking of.
I mean, there's a ton of frogs in Canada for sure.
But they also
frogs are amphibians, so like I'm cool with amphibians. It's only reptiles.
Canada is known for garter snake orgies.
Oh, that's true.
We do have garter snakes in Canada. That's like the only snake I've ever seen in the wild.
One of the most anti snake people that I know killed a garter snake and then like showed it to me because they were proud of having like ended the threat that was in their house or in their yard. And it was one of the most troubling things I'd ever seen, because obviously this person's a moron for killing a garter snake and thinking it's like some sort of like accomplishment. Do y'all kill snakes when you see them?
No.
Yeah.
I absolutely have. I've killed so many like lizards and stuff as well, because you used to just go around with a machete, and it's like if they're around, you just fucking kill them because they're pests. But I would never like. I never hunt,
maybe it would be. Hunt them, it might be different if it was in my house. Maybe I don't know, because I'll like if an insect is in my house, yeah, I'll kill it in a second. You know.
Oh, you're not the guy who like put the little cup on it and like guide it outside and be like,
absolutely not.
Be free, my little friend.
No, but if it was like a frog in my house, I would definitely not kill it. But if maybe I was in a place that had like lizards just constantly coming into my house, then I'm not sure.
Yeah, you step on them literally like if they were just bugs, like if they're in your way. But you don't like. I wouldn't go like hunt them down and kill them. But if it's like a spider, it's like I'll leave you alone. But if you're in my way, then I gotta kill you. I'm sorry.
Confluence says, yeah, knowing damn well that he kills spiders when he sees them.
Yeah, it's fucked up. If
they're in my house or like on my property and they're being spooky,
they're all arachnids. All arachnids. All of them die.
Yeah. Also, God made them for you.
Yeah, I know. For me to kill. True.
Yeah.
God makes the good and the evil. You know. So
I've been bitten several times by brown recluse spiders.
That's scary, dude.
Oh, those things are nasty.
So I actually like go to great lengths to kill all the spiders in my yard by
spreading
poison every 6 months.
Why did I Google that?
Oh, dude, no questions asked every time. Yeah,
you know, there's black widows in BC, Testy.
I did hear about that. They're like extremely rare, but they do.
Yeah.
They're black widows.
Lived in BC and never seen one.
I think they're
every province that borders the U.S. I guarantee there are black widows.
I don't know. There's no. The only province I think that has them is BC.
Because we're the only temperate like biome in Canada. Like the only place where things like that even could survive. The rest of the country just becomes a fucking igloo. So it's like,
I mean, Wisconsin gets extremely cold during the winter, and we have black widows.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're all over.
But it doesn't get as cold as like Canada gets in the.
How cold in Fahrenheit do you think is cold?
-40.
We get down to there.
You maybe can once in a while, but like but like we'll hit -40 like a lot.
And you're talking? Are you talking with or without wind chill?
I don't know Fahrenheit conversion, so
-40 is the same in both.
Oh,
has anyone else?
That's a conversion.
With or without wind chill.
Has anyone else ever been bitten by a black
I guess.
Black widow or brown recluse?
No, I've never. I think
Wisconsin gets down to -40 at least 1-2 weeks out of every year.
Right, but it's just not. If you look up like the average temperatures and stuff, like it's just not. It's not in the same ballpark. Like it can't hit those temperatures.
Give me a city.
Toronto.
No, where do you live? Toronto is farther south
Montreal.
than Wisconsin. Hold on. Toronto is farther south than Wisconsin.
I don't think it gets as cold.
I'm not sure.
Toronto's surrounded by
Wisconsin
lakes, right?
gets as cold.
Oh, it is surrounded by lakes. That's true.
Yeah.
Wisconsin's going to get colder than Toronto.
One time I was getting in bed and there was a brown recluse in my bed right where I was about to lay down.
Jesus. Yeah, you asked if you've ever gotten bitten. I'm like pretty certain I got bit by a spider like in my sleep just because of like the way it looked, but I don't know what it was. It wasn't anything. It was like painful, but I was like something bit me. But other than that, no, I've never been like bit by something.
I had that. My ear
terrified me.
My ear was like gross and like peeling and like pussy, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I went to the doctor when I was like 18. They're like, "Oh, that's like a spider bite." I was like, "What the fuck kind of spider fucking bit me?" Like my whole ear was like.
It was like for me, it was like a tiny little. It was like on my leg, and it was almost like a wound. Like it was a very clear bite mark, and it was just like kind of just like a little boil type of thing.
Did you just say ping?
No.
Ping Tom?
Yeah,
This is a crazy comment, Meryl.
No,
it's a crazy comment.
I'll be that man.
I'll be that man.
Or we go back to rolling days. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, what do you mean rolling days?
I'm assuming she means like
rolling days.
Like MDMA.
Oh, I thought that's what I took it as.
Oh. Yeah.
I think she's shoving drugs up her butt.
Oh, I guess if the cops are coming, I guess.
I wouldn't judge.
I mean,
you can absorb drugs through your butt. Like that's a viable way to absorb.
If you're on
there you go.
That sounds actually really, really, really bad for some reason.
Yeah, it bypasses your kidneys, so you get super fucked up.
Yeah, you can get way. Some things absorb way better up the butt than they do when you eat them.
Something like what is it? There's some sort of cancer you can get in your intestines that has a really high mortality rate.
I think Rage probably is more excited about knowing what
Just saying.
Yeah.
He's like all the wrong things to do all at once together.
So has anyone done X on the panel?
No.
Well, I guess same thing. So
I've only done fentanyl.
I've done MDMA, which is supposed to be the pure thing, but there was probably some speed mixed in there, which is
MDMA is the only drug I would recommend to other people to do.
Technically, you all have to try fentanyl. You all have to try fentanyl.
I knew a guy
super small dose,
straight fentanyl,
super small dose.
It's got to be a very small dose.
Yeah,
and you're just standing like hunched over for hours, and everything feels right.
Like
everything feels right.
Yeah, everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're like having trouble breathing. You're like, this is awesome.
This is so good.
You don't think about that when you're off.
Yeah, that's true.
When you're fentanyling.
I have heard it's like a peaceful way to go. So for what it's worth.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like drowning, but without the.
Yeah, you pass out before your lungs stop. So like you're unconscious before you die. So it's like.
I can't you just Halloween.
I think fall asleep and don't wake up.
Now this is the thing though. The question is, are you like how certain are we that you can't feel it while you're like in your sleep? Because it's not like somebody can come back and tell us. Right?
That's not fair.
No, we don't know.
Narcan,
but like,
have we asked them? They would know.
Yeah, well, that's one thing is and they don't seem to know. And also, you can like pass out from opiates completely and then just come 2 hours later, and so. Presumably you just like stopped breathing. It's like, would a part of your mind like wake up in that very moment? Like probably not.
Well, I mean,
it's like when you're being, it's like, because you can get respiratory depression from alcohol too. And if you like, when you pass out, right. And people get their stomach pumped and stuff. And those people don't seem to have that experience either, where they're like, oh man, I was like,
they may not form the memory, but they may still have the experience.
I guess, but it's kind of like unprovable. Like, because Narcan people just wake up angry and just want to shoot more dope. So it's like they probably don't. But I have read on Erowid, great site. You can read. Everyone's like fucking. I fucking love that site, man. I'll track you down, Testy. But yeah, it's like I have read people on opiate overdoses that do say, but it's rare. But I have read people at least claim that they're like, yeah, it was terrifying, and I felt like I couldn't move and I couldn't breathe, and then then I bet that seems to be the minority. I think most people just
they probably just don't the Narcan.
Yeah. Confluence. I just wanted to remind you that if you let me on again, then I'm going to TOS spurt.
Anderson, don't say that because I'm going to let you on.
I'm not lying, so.
I know, but he also knows I'm going to let him on because I'm going to think he's not actually going to do it.
Anson, I get that it's like gay to talk about feelings, all right, but just no. I think you're a cool guy. I know you put up a tough exterior, but. I think
you are a pretty cool guy.
Yeah,
it's true. Anson.
We love you, Anson.
I'm not asking about your life. I'm just saying, you're
fucking shit. Is
this? We really care about you, Anson. Please don't.
I also feel uncomfortable, and this is why when you guys were complimenting each other that one night, I was like, thank God I'm not.
That was so wholesome.
Honestly, that
it was wholesome, but
that actually felt pretty damn good. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I like grew up
That's
just
great.
so uncomfortable with like compliments. Like it feels so unnatural to not to say them, but to like accept compliments. It's just like
it does, but that's
because you don't know how to fucking accept it.
It's because we're men.
But as the panel went on, right, it seemed like it was kind of building a momentum. Like at the beginning,
it absolutely was.
Like it seemed like you just gotta get over it.
Here's like the thing about it, right? What it ends up being is it takes some amount of like courage to just do it, and once you do it, you realize how not a big deal it is.
And I was so happy too because I thought people would take it to like maybe give backhanded compliments or like, but people like took the assignment very like sincerely, like.
Because we had an excuse to. Yeah. That's why.
A permission structure, if you will.
Yes, a permission structure, if you will.
Hey, I was a perfect example of how the patriarchy messes with men because women compliment each other.
There's a bunch of men on here, and we're all being recorded on video. It has nothing to do with patriarchy. It's just.
Oh, so you think it's putting up a front? It's like I don't want to be the one who breaks this. It's like peer pressure. It's like I better basically. Be. Okay, it's a good manly answer.
Yeah, that's kind of how the patriarchy works, if you think about it.
That is true as well.
I mean, that's how all of society works, if you really think about it. But I guess
the word subversive.
I think we overcame the patriarchy on that panel.
All of my compliments were backhanded. I was trying to be mean to people.
That's not. Don't say that.
That's the thing. That's the thing. True. They weren't, and yeah, it was well, except maybe to me, you weren't really. Super kind, but
the only thing I thought was funny was Putoy when he got to Alex. He's like, I don't really know Alex, but I know Putoy knows Alex. So I feel like Putoy, that was the one where he was like, I don't really know if I'll move on.
It was nice to have him back for a day.
That's the funny thing.
He said he'll be back again.
I mean, he does kind of know me. We've talked plenty. Just
he knows of you.
Yeah. They've gotten some rows. But no, Futoy messaged me. He said he's busy right now, and he just went out his way. So I think he's sincere because I didn't like push him or anything. And he's like, "Oh, I'm busy right now, but I do want to come back." And so,
I have I don't know if I should say this because you guys are gonna be fucking weird about it. Or it's gonna get. So I have a debate. I have a debate that's coming up. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday, and I'm debating Steelborn. And
on horseradish.
On horseradish, and the prompt is. I'm the affirmative, so the prompt is raising a child in your religious tradition without educating them on alternatives is abuse.
What?
Well, let's fucking go.
I'm saying
this will be an episode. This will be a stream on my channel. Tess, do you know this?
Yeah, I'm only mentioning it because I feel like I have a little bit of an uphill battle. Because here's the thing.
Steelborn's a good debater.
He is a good debater, but my thing is so. I would love to just take the position and say that like raising your kid religious is probably abuse, but that's like optically cancer. So I have to do this kind of bitch thing I decided where I'm going to have to like ride the line and I'm going to be like, no, religion can like enrich your life and make things so much better. But if it's the only thing, then that's bad. But so I can't, I have to temper my blast.
So, Testy.
Can I ask you, hold on, can I ask you just a quick clarification? Like I got the impression that what you were saying was teaching them one religion and not about others was abuse, not just that like teaching them religion and not something alternative to religion.
So it just says alternatives. So like there's wiggle room. So I want to cover my bases. So I'll say that like
all right,
it's not maybe restricted to just religious traditions, but maybe like you don't teach them about like I don't know sciences or evolution or it's for me, it's like a isolation thing, like where it could
Testicles.
be like, yeah, what's up?
It seems like your affirmative argument is just like wrong and can easily be put down with like a sentence.
No, actually, he's got a really strong position. Is Steelborn a Christian?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Is he going to be arguing from like an orthodox position, or
he is an ortho? I don't know if he's going to take that angle. I don't know how much of it.
You could box him in very easily using an orthodox Christian argument against him.
I'll take it.
Make him argue against his own belief structure, and it'll be hard for him to do. If you look up like what Orthodox priests or some of the Orthodox saints in history have said about blindly following your religion instead of coming to it like with an open mind.
Dude, that's an amazing angle. That's so good. And then he'll be because it's also
like you just pull up a whole lot of different Orthodox saints, what they've written about it, and basically just like quote saints after saints after saints to him, and basically make him deny his own religion.
Because that would make him hopefully. Like that would very much frustrate him because I could pretend I'm not doing the thing that I'm obviously doing.
Yeah, that's what I like to do when I debate ortho people is basically pull up their own people and use their words against them.
But it's such a strong thing to say that it's abuse. Like, how do you prove it's abuse?
Well, I could cite some. Yeah, abuse is a strong word. It's going to be a hard
that's a hard.
Is mentally
toppling
your children abuse?
It is horseradish though, right? So like his audience is pretty like left leaning. So at least I don't think it'll be. It's if you're on like VK, I think it would be impossible to probably win.
Yeah, I would. Well, I'd be fighting the whole panel. So
right, but on horses, I don't know. I mean, at least you have the depending who's judging, I guess. But 1/3 is the audience at least.
Yeah, I don't know who the judges are. Yeah, and then I guess there's the audience.
I am the judge.
Yeah, because abuse is a strong word. That's gonna be the toughest sell. So my main thing has to be that I'm not saying that it's like that it's only this. Like if you only do your religious tradition, then it's bad. But I have to say or there's also a line I wanted to throw in there, which is was it the truth? The truth is not afraid to be questioned or something. So it's if it is the truth, then why do you have an issue with them seeking other means? They'll come back to the truth, right? Like that type of stuff. So,
Testy, there's a chance I could be judging you.
Did he?
How did you feel about that? He's been trying to get me to judge for ages. So if I took him up on that, I could be judging your debate.
I'll link him the stream, and I'll be like, he is biased. He is
I'm unbiased. Okay.
I know,
like you, but I hate your thoughts, so it kind of balances out perfectly if you think about it, right?
I mean, that's. I'll ask for a mistrial if that happens.
No, I told him I'd do it once my job stuff was done, so it'll probably be a little bit. But I do plan on doing it because I think it'd be fun as hell.
How long is left on your contract?
Testy, you know how
only a couple weeks.
You know how when Andrew Wilson debates against secularists, he uses an internal critique of their ideology against them. So you have to do the same thing with the ortho people. You have to do an internal critique and basically be an expert on what the ortho position is and all of the exceptions, because they are very clear in
Alex,
that you can't go into believing in God basically because you've been programmed to it, right? You have to do it because it's what you actually believe and you question things. You're not a fucking drone, right?
Yeah. Okay, shit. Sorry, I just saw the time. I was supposed to go to bed like half an hour ago. Okay, I gotta go.
Wait, I have a joke,
guys.
Testy, can you stand here for just a second?
Sure. Oh wait, does
let him drop.
Yeah, you guys can. Yeah, it doesn't end when I leave. So, and thank you to Alex. Thank you K2. Thank you K2, and thank you to Sticker Johnson and Anson. I hope you're doing okay.
Don't bring me
not in a
back
gay
up.
way, just in a normal way.
Don't ever bring me back up on your panel. I will TOS Bird.
I think we should talk off stream, Anson. I feel like but
I warned you.
We'll talk. But I hope you guys take care and just know that I care about all of you. Okay.
You too, man. Good luck.
God bless. Take care, guys.
Later.